Pam. Hello, welcome. What's up, chat? Welcome.
Hello.
We're here with the LAM Bros. We got the almighty voice demon Vox and the Cybussy Fulgur.
Concussing.
Yes, Cybussy. The Cybussy, my favorite Cybussy in town.
Hey yo.
The first official
Lamborghini.
the first official LAM BRO collab. If you guys are new, I'm the newest addition to the LAM BRO family. Crafted by our great, beautiful mama, La Mama.
Oh yeah.
And we are here to answer your questions from Twitter. Anything you guys want to know, you post it under the hashtag #AskLambros, and we're gonna pick, not all of them, but the best ones, and have a nice little conversation with you guys, and enjoy a Sunday afternoon with a beer.
Yeah,
On
I'm
my
looking
side.
forward to it.
Yeah, it sounds super chill. This will be great.
It's an early Sunday morning for Fulgur, however. I believe you've just barely squeaked out of bed. Just
Literally
yeah.
ignored my way through 3 alarms.
That is definitely my fault for
you
putting
knew what
this
time
club
he
too
had to
early.
wake up. You know what time he had to wake up to get
True.
up on time. He just looked at the alarm and was like, "No," I just went straight back to sleep. Which I
to be honest,
Alarm was
today.
6:30 and then 6:45 and then 6:50. The 6:50 one was the one that caught me, and I was like, "Yeah, that's gonna be fine, sure."
I feel that I run like when it's call up day, I run like 6 alarms at least, and I probably slip through at least 5
Yeah, I do that a
every
lot.
single time. Just how it is, you gotta do it. But shall we get into it? Get the first question rolling.
Hey,
Yeah.
All right, so the question, I already sent you guys this one. It's the one where we got asked. We actually got a fan art for it as well, a real nice one from Viewting. I hope I'm reading that right. Viewting. It's a simple question. If you guys must have a pet together, will it be a dog, a cat, or something else?
We had one together.
Together, like
if,
we have
if all
to
three of us
choose.
shared a pet.
I feel like we're all
I
into
think-
dogs. Vox
I think
loves
a dog would
Shoto.
be too easy.
Yeah, we kind of have to pick something. See, okay. I know I might be going off on a bit of my own tangent here, but all of the advice about keeping monkeys as pets is not what you should do because they need to be in the wild, right? However, and it's like also they're so like temperamental and could like rip your fingers off at any moment. However, I think with all 3 of us, I think that we could pool our resources into like effectively having a pet gorilla or a pet monkey or
A
something like
pet
that.
gorilla.
Or maybe a pet, maybe like a whole family of them. So it's like the same thing as they would ordinarily be living in like a, what is it? It's not a pride. It's like a pack or okay. For monkeys, they're so dangerous. Like a murder of monkeys. If we just have to purchase a little area of the jungle, turn that into a nature reserve, and then have like the small family of lamb gorillas. I think, yeah, and we'll call one of them Baba.
Okay,
I think we could do that. And I think we could make our gorilla smarter than Coco, which,
Yeah,
that's the standard you want to get to. The point where it can be able to talk to everybody else by sign language and tell us how good we're doing as parents.
we'll commission Lamb Mama to give the gorilla a model as well. And then we can do then the gorilla can hopcon Valorant whenever.
Oh no, the gorilla's gonna be better.
I was gonna say we can probably take care of like a smaller monkey, but you guys went straight for the gorillas. Like, I don't know, man. Gorillas are scary.
When have we ever gone for anything but the utmost ambitious option? I mean,
True.
I mean, why stop at a friendly little gibbon when you could have a territorial monster like a silverback gorilla? I mean,
A silverback. Oh my god.
a silverback gorilla,
Vox
yeah,
only
he's
goes
just
for the
full of-
highest,
he's just
most premium.
strong enough to just bludgeon you to death with its bare fists and full of enough testosterone fueled fury to just wipe a small country off the planet. I mean, that's the kind of pet I want.
I mean,
Honestly,
between
I like
a
the idea.
Shinigami, a voice demon, and a cyborg, I think we got this. I think we'll be able to raise a silverback gorilla. That
I
sounds
feel
good
like
to me.
if the gorilla dismantles Fulgur, like we can solve that. Like we'll just throw, like whenever it's feeding time, we'll just throw a Fulgur in the front, and he can do the feeding. And then if he loses an arm on a leg, like we can fix that real quick. If we lose an arm on a leg, it's bad, right? But we can deal with Fulgur swapping his arms every now and then. So I think we'd have a good system going.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's true. So like we could have, so Fulgur could have like specially made arms and legs made to deal with the creature that we would have, the beast. And
Right.
then he would be able to like, he'd be able to, if it was throwing a temper tantrum or if it was getting agitated, he'd be able to hold it down. And I being the voice team would come and be like, no, shh, okay.
You would give
It's
the
okay.
ASMR
I'd give the gorilla some ASMR and he'd be like,
and just knocked out. And what would I do? What am I there for?
yeah, and you're there to
You're there because anytime a poacher shows up, we need to take them out.
I'm there to take care of
someone comes
humans.
Exactly.
You know, exactly.
Roger.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's there protecting them from outsiders. He's on security.
Sounds good. So I'm the security, and you guys take care of the silverback. So yeah, to answer the question, yeah, we would probably own a silverback gorilla.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I can't wait for fan art to come out of us being chased by like a silverback gorilla all over this cage. I'm hiding on a tree. Fulgur has like his arms ripped off, flying all over the ground, and then you have Vox hiding behind a tree, whispering, "Calm down, calm down, calm down, gorilla."
Well, there's the
Yeah, Vox will be doing like the Jurassic World Chris Pratt thing, like arms out to the
like
side.
whoa.
Oh yeah, silverback gorilla. I'm down, man. You gotta live dangerously, you know. Like you gotta live not knowing when you're gonna die. That's probably like the best way to live your life, right?
We need
Yeah,
to
if you're worrying about death, you're not really living. So why?
Right.
Have fun with it.
We're so edgy and cool. Look at us.
Yeah.
All right. So next question. I'm gonna let you guys pick question each, and would you anything you guys see like interesting you want to talk about, you can slam it instantly. I do have to say a lot of these questions are related to Uki.
What happens when you collab with him that early? Now everybody needs to know.
Yeah.
I like this one. We need to find out RPR.
Okay, you can read it.
Oh, sure. This one comes from Daka, Vox and Simp. Perfect. I know others have asked this, but I really, really want to know. Vox has Voxan. Fulgur has Ovidia. RPR. Name and possible character appearance and personality. We need to know. What would you look like if you were a girl, so that everybody who wants to smash RPR in a different form, what would female RPR be like?
First and foremost, what would my name be? Because how do you create a beautiful female name out of RPR?
PRP.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's like a bird sound.
Okay. PRP is pretty great. I'm just wondering, like, are we allowed to know what RPR stands for, or is it just a set of letters?
RPR is just short for Reaper. It used to be my old name when I was younger, which is where Shinigami comes from.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, that's really obvious now that you mention. I don't know why I didn't figure that out, but yeah. What I guess what I was thinking is if it stood for something, maybe we could change it so it stands for something like feminine. But I don't know. PRP is actually really adorable.
What is the feminine version of Reaper? I don't think there is a feminine version of Reaper.
Repet.
Repet. We could go for repet or for prp. Like they're both, you know, they both work.
Paprika.
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 Paprika. That's
Is that what
really
I am?
cute.
I actually like Paprika a lot.
Now I can't wait to see the fan art of you from the movie
Paprika. Because I'm spicy, or like I'm a little bit spicy, you know.
He's a little bit spicy.
Exactly.
Now see, RPR. The thing about having a female alter is that you need to be able to do a girl voice.
Oh.
I can't.
You can, Fulgur?
No, I have one of the hottest ones, but I can't do the voice.
No,
I've never tried a female voice in my life.
You gotta give it a go. You gotta give it a go.
Okay,
I mean, Voxan literally came out of nowhere, so you never know what you might be able to unlock.
What should I say? Give me something.
Say.
Would you like some paprika with that?
Oh,
Oh God.
no. That's great.
Okay, female voice activation. How would I do a female voice? I actually never in my life tried a female voice. This is gonna be a world first premiere female voice RPR. Okay, I got this. I got this. Hey guys, would you like some paprika with that?
Yeah!
Was that good? Was that good enough?
That was great. And Paprika was born.
Oh God.
Let's go, Paprika. Oh my God, I love your voice.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what's that? Oh, you're so beautiful.
Thank you. Oh my God, you're so funny.
Paprika, Paprika, yes, queen. Let's go.
So what would my personality be though? I feel like I'd be a flirt. If I was a girl, right? I would be like extremely flirty, and I would be like, because I'm a Leo, right, in horoscope. So you can imagine, right? Just confidence exuding.
What
Everywhere.
I've found about having a female alter ego is that your fans will think that the female version is you, but much better, and that you, your real self, are nowhere near as good as your female alter self.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
the fun thing. I mean,
Damn.
I just read that. That was by Vox Simp, and I also have one of the main members of my community is also Ovidia Simp, so...
Right?
It's just like, oh,
I mean,
no.
but that's obvious because like women always do it better, right? So
Exactly.
it only makes sense.
They
Because
do
women are
everything that
superior.
men do, but they look way better and they don't complain as much. Let's go.
All right, I think we went with paprika for me. All right, I'm paprika. Actually,
Paprika-chan.
that just means I'm flavorful and spicy.
Exactly.
All right, Vox,
Make life less bland.
your turn to pick a spicy little question.
Well, all right, let me go ahead and get that hashtag up. Half the fucking questions are about cake. I've had enough. I've had enough. I went through enough yesterday.
I felt so bad, man. I was looking through the comments on your sheet. I was like, oh, this is really cool. There's so many details. I scrolled down. It was just all
Cake.
cakeless.
No ass. No ass.
Who has the most cake out of you three? And someone asked, can you do anything to give Vox any cake?
God. I'm at a point now where I've never, like, after this, I've never been more motivated to hit the gym to, like, maybe to at some point do a genuine cake reveal. Just show people what my real ass looks like. Because at this point, I am sick and tired of the slander. There need to be real cake receipts out in the world.
I'm gonna be real. I do have some cake. I do work out.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
everybody's got cake except me. Of course they do.
I be hitting them squats twice a week. You know,
Can't
I'm
skip
working
leg
out.
day, man. The thighs are some of the biggest muscles in the body. Same for the gluteus maximus. You gotta hit those.
gotta hit the gluteus maximus, of course. Always hit the gluteus maximus.
Oh yeah. You do calf raises? I like a nice calf.
Yeah,
That
calf
always
raise. I
feels
do
good when you're
everything.
done with it.
Leg day is complete demolition. Can't walk after that.
Yeah, the first couple of times you do leg day where it just hurts.
You
so
just can't
much.
walk.
Yeah.
You hit leg day too hard the first time. You think you've done well. You go home and relax for a bit. You try to stand up and you fall immediately back down. And you're like, oh, this is why leg day sucks.
The worst thing is my gym is underground and I'm like upstairs. So after leg day, I'm just like dragging myself up the stairs, like leg by leg. You know, you're like literally lifting your leg, just going up. Like how do I get up? It's the
God.
worst.
Yeah.
That reminds me of how I felt after my first Ring Fit stream that I did for 300k back in the day, and oh my god, like literally having to do that for endurance, playing the game for 3 straight hours. And I set the difficulty a little too high for myself as well. Like for the next literally 3 days, I had to like grip the fucking banister whenever I went up or down the stairs. I was like, ugh, 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 just trying to go anywhere. My legs were like seizing up when I was going anywhere.
I feel like Ring Fit is a good way to get cake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Ring Fit
It
makes
looks
you do
like
some
it.
wild things. Like Switch Sports used to be, well, even we Fit I guess was back in the day. Used to be pretty good for like basic exercise, but yeah, Ring Fit makes you do all those kinds of like crunch things, laying down and like bringing your legs to your chest and everything.
Yeah. It looks
That's
really
some
crazy.
really advanced movements.
I
Yeah,
I
I'm
wouldn't
never
s-
playing that on stream. I don't know how people do it.
I wouldn't say like have it as you like. I wouldn't say like have it as your main workout schedule, right? But like putting in a few Ring Fit streams while also working on the side, like you can get some like really. Like, you can hit some muscle groups you don't usually hit.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just someone's mentioning that my fucking age is showing. It's like, listen, I have the body of a very young, fit, and attractive man. I am not 400 years old I am 400 years old more, but that doesn't mean I've got the knees of a dusty old skeleton.
If-
All right?
I think this question was asked a lot. Like, who's the oldest out of us?
I think
I
it's
mean, that
you, isn't it?
has to be
RPR?
you, right,
I
Mr.
mean-
Shinigami?
Because technically I've been alive forever. So like, speak about old.
Exactly.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, this guy's the real peepaw.
RPR was here when it began, and he'll be there when it's over to turn the lights off.
Yeah, but Chad, I work out, so my old knees they get oiled up regularly. We oil them up. They work, you know. I don't just flop over. Also, being immortal kind of gives you eternal youth anyway. So like, I'm not physically old, just mentally. Maybe that's
Yeah.
worse.
Cheaters. Everyone
So-
here is inhuman, but I'm still the youngest one.
Yeah,
Parts of
Fulgur's
me
our
are
little
biological.
bro.
Well, yeah, that's also a question people ask a lot. Like, what would be chronological order of us three? Who's the oldest? Who's the middle child? And who's the youngest?
Vox is the mid. This is the funny thing. You're the oldest. Vox is the middle child, and I'm the youngest. Even though
I mean, if we really think about it, Fulgur actually hasn't even been born yet.
Exactly. You're
True.
like a pre-baby right now.
Yeah, we
I'm-
need like
I'm-
300 years, and then I'll be around.
I'm literally the unloved middle child. I just sit around, and it's, you know, RPR gets everything first, and then Fulgur gets treated like a princess because he's the younger one, and I'm just sat there like,
You're the only one
I didn't
with
get
a
an
reference
Xbox
sheet.
when I was that old.
Wait.
You wear my old clothes that I throw down at you.
Yeah, but they get new ones with Fulgur. Look at that fucking jacket. Look at that jacket. I had to buy this shit myself.
Yeah, you see my shoes? You see my shoes? Fancy drip. Lamb Mama treats me right.
You want this cape, Vox? When I'm done with this cape, I'll you know, you can have it.
Nah, I like my cape. It is important to me, and I don't need your shoes because I have a pair of Balenciagas in the back, and also I wear these. So I wear these so that I can show off my beautiful toes whenever I need to. I mean, you know, there's really no need. for me
I
to
also
wear
have a
something
pair of
that covers those up.
Balenciagas. We have a similar taste in shoes. That's well, it's pretty good.
I'm just watching this stream. I just see you flip upside down. That was a pretty advanced.
I had to show 'em the
technique you got there,
toes.
brother. Let's go.
I had to flash my planks. My fucking size
planks.
46 plonkers.
They're saying toes, Tusker. Okay. I do want to say.
My feet. Let's go.
I do want to say you are the favorite, Vox, because everyone was going wild on Twitter and YouTube that I have a reference sheet, which I don't. What I have is a couple sketches put together, right? That's not a reference sheet. What Vox has is a real, genuine first LAM reference sheet ever created, right?
Yeah.
And I did ask La Mama for a reference sheet, and La Mama did say it could be possible next year.
Oh my god.
So we're at that point. For everyone asking for reference sheets, La Mama is busy.
Like,
It's
Mama's
hard to get
incredibly busy.
anything.
That's why I was so excited when you said you were actually going to be our brother. I was like, wait, how?
Well, I did book myself
Mama was
like
able to.
9 months
Yeah,
in advance.
I was really stunned, but pleasantly surprised to be able to welcome a new member into the family. And might I say, how what's the word? How sort of loudly you did so. I mean, with all of these different like the art pieces and like organizing collabs and stuff. It's like, you know, I feel like the Lamb family feels like it's closer than ever now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it was
just
lovely.
we just miss a little zombie in here right now. to beat us all up. I feel like Ollie would be the one that would like boss us around. Like that's the vibes I'm getting. Like we would be like the three brothers that are put on a leash by the little sister, even though she is
like
older than me.
Boss us around in public, but then in private, she's the one who's like cheering us on the most and really, really supportive about everything. Like, super sweet.
Yeah, she is a sweetheart, 100%.
She really is.
Okay. Now we talked about our sister. Let's find another question.
All right, whose turn is it now?
I think it's me.
All right, go for it.
In the first question, I see who has the most booba and the most cake. Do we even want to get into this? Like, I think it's pretty obvious.
I think my tits are all right. Like I'm aware that I've had my cake stripped from me. But you know, I think I got some decent pectorals, some decent booba.
I think we all have pretty good pectorals here. I'm not sure who actually has the most pectorals. I'm the only one who has like the most on display, to be honest. But I think we all have pretty broad chests.
I would say Fulgur probably has the biggest pecs.
Yeah.
Vox has the smallest ass.
And
I'm like balanced.
I think I rival Vox in the smallest ass.
Oh, so you guys think I have the most cake?
I think you have the most cake, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the cakest in the LAM Bros.
Oh yeah.
You heard it here first, chat.
Saibuba.
Saibuba, let's go.
Damn, so Vox, you don't really, you don't have, you take nothing but L's there.
I mean, look at his hair. Look at his
can't
face.
win, can I?
He's got enough.
Okay, Vox has the best. Vox has the most.
Listen. I'm satisfied with how I look. I've got decent tits, and I don't need an ass, because you know what? The absence of one means that if anyone tries to walk up and harass me by smacking my ass, their hand is gonna break into a million pieces, like they're smacking an iron gong. You know, that's valuable. That's something to be proud of.
I do think you have the best hair out of all of us. You got that little red shine. It looks very it looks like you take care of it. You know, you do the shampooing and the conditioning.
A lot of dudes they don't
eyes.
use conditioner. I do. I think conditioner is essential in hair care, and it makes it very, very soft. Oh God! Someone just brought. You could wind up like that poor creature there with the iron butt.
Realistically, he does have a tin can ass, which I mean, nothing wrong with it. Just saying. If you were to tap his ass, all you heard would be this.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but the clank of my ass cheeks is giving me away.
Colonel, I'm trying to.
This morning.
Colonel, I'm trying to maintain a successful streaming career, but people are obsessed with my absence of an ass, Colonel. They won't let me live. Every time I bring up my ass, they keep mentioning that it doesn't exist, Colonel.
You know what? We got it from Lamb Mama. Lamb Mama gave us all a pretty lack of ass. It's fine.
It's okay. Because you know why it's
Mother,
okay?
Please.
Because
please, if you may I have some more?
Because Uki probably has the most ass for all three of us. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's the only thing that matters. Which probably brings me to the next question, which I saw a little bit before is, if we had to fight for Uki, who would win? One of the most asked questions in here. And I do want to say, that
in sort of RPI, aren't you like being a god? Aren't you like invulnerable?
Yeah, but I want to say something. Uki is a free man. We don't have to fight for him. He gets what he wants when he wants, right?
But what if
we're just here
to fight?
Oh, well, I'm murdering.
What if he said,
I'm squaring up.
What if he said, okay, whichever one of you stays alive in a battle royale, that's who I'll pick. You know, then who wins?
You had to pick battle royale.
Purely in combat.
Yeah, don't say the phrase battle royale.
You had to pick battle royale. I mean,
just in combat.
It's pretty obvious.
Battle pass.
I mean,
I'm one of us walks away with a battle pass, and the first reward on it is Uki.
Not the apex.
I'm flossing. I'm doing the L dance.
I can hear our sister in the distance just apex, 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 apex.
Oh man, we will get you an apex at one point, Fulgur. Just saying.
It's
I
also
will
true.
I will play with you two. That's fine for me. But I will drag you two into Valorant as well.
Oh,
It's also true
100%.
that I don't think Uki wants to choose. I think he would choose all of us. I
Yeah.
think he wants to build his harem, and I mean more power to him, to be honest.
I mean, honestly, I'm down. I will be part of his harem. I don't care. I'm not
Yeah, the
possessive.
secret isn't to make the harem kill each other. The secret is to expand the harem to the point where the harem takes over the entire world, where there's nobody who isn't in the harem. So why would he want us to fight each other is exactly the thing.
We will take over the world in the name of Uki Violetta. And
There we go.
I cheers to that.
Yep. Cheers. We will dye the world in purple.
The Ukification of the galaxy. Cheers to that, brother.
That's why they're called the Stargazers. They're looking out to the universe because they're done with the world already.
They're taking over the entire universe, not just the world. Like, we already took over Earth. Now we're going for the stars.
There we go.
And he's got the LAM bros on the front line.
Oh god, he has literally a 400-year-old demon who can't die, the avatar of death, and a cyborg from the future.
We got a pretty good roster here for Uki Supremacy.
This is a pretty good breaching team, right?
All right, next question. Wait, I just picked one, right? So,
Oh
Vox
yeah,
or
it'll be me
Fulgur?
next.
Fulgur.
Oh, I have one ready to go.
Yeah, go,
Oh,
Fulgur, go.
This one's nice and simple. This one's from Miki Nyachagimomo. Boxer briefs, tidy whities, or freedom? Sorry for asking, but thanks.
Oh,
I'll go first. I go commando all day, every day.
My man.
Hey.
Yeah, high five over RPR.
I'm leaning down. Hit it.
Hey. Just leaning left.
In my case, I do have to say, if you never sleep naked, you're missing out. If you don't,
Sleeping naked is great.
yeah,
Yeah, you
like
gotta
if you
sleep
haven't
naked.
tried it, you don't know what you're missing out a whole new world of freedom. But in general, if I had to pick like underwear that I would wear every day, not just sleeping, I'd probably wear boxers.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, honestly, I find like a really nice pair of briefs, like boxer briefs, to be pretty nice. And I don't know, I just think they look pretty nice on me. But then like when you're sleeping and you don't really have to worry about like going out or anything, yeah, going commando is like way comfier.
100%. It's like, I don't know, if people didn't try it, I urge them to try it. It is the most freeing feeling on the planet.
Yeah, especially in the winter when it's cold as well. People are like, but what about when it gets cold? That's the best part. You have complete nudity and then a nice thick duvet on top. You're naked underneath, your duvet's nice and soft, everything smells good and fresh. You're free to roll around wherever you want, everything just hangs loose. It's great. It's
Fresh bed sheets as well, and you just command. Oh my god, it's like heaven. It's like you jumped on a cloud.
And if it's really cold and you have to have like a space heater kind of thing on, just pointed at the bed and everything gets toasty. Ah, that's just
God.
great.
That's some good stuff.
Cold weather is so much nicer long term than hot weather.
For
I think
sleep.
hot weather is really beautiful in select doses. So, say for example, middle of summer when it's like blistering hot, when it gets to around 7 p.m. and you like maybe go out to like a beer garden or something and it's really warm, but it's like just setting and you get to like just sort of wear like a nice sort of like light outfit and it's all warm and everything. That's when warm weather truly shines. But like other than that, hot weather is a fucking pain. Like
it is.
regardless. Also, bear in mind, being a Brit, like 90% of the buildings in this country do not have air conditioning. It's just not something that we have. And so during hot weather, it's like you just kind of have to fucking cope. You just have to deal with it,
I'll tell you what, it's even weirder in the US because, every building you go to has air conditioning. And so you never quite get used to the hot weather. I don't know actually what's better anymore.
For me,
I think it's nice to have, like, if you're going to spend all day in a building, like an office building or a school, they never had air conditioning in schools in the UK. It's bullshit. They really need that. You're sitting there all day in like 35 to 40 degree heat. They need to turn air conditioning on for that kind of thing.
For me, I'm from Croatia, so like it's pretty hot over here. The winter gets decently cold, and right now it's like, I want to say it's like 27 degrees or something Celsius. it gets hot, and I'm gonna tell you, if I didn't have an AC, I would not survive the summer, because sleeping in that temperature is absolutely disgusting. You start sweating, and then you get like so sweaty that you like stick to your bed, and then your pillow gets hot, and there's nothing like a there's nothing worse than a hot pillow. You turn it over and it's still hot, like no matter what, like, you know, there's just no freshness, like you can't sleep in that shit. So I crank my AC to the max and then just sleep.
Yeah.
You never want
that's
to feel
true.
like that one image of the guy. It's the most accurate depiction of a heat wave or like just a really hot day than I've ever seen. There's a dude, like kind of a chubby dude who's lying face down on the ground, completely butt ass naked, with like just with like 3 fans around him, and he looks like he's melting. Like he's just sort of like spreading out across the ground, and it's like you never want to go to bed with where that's the only thing that you have,
Well,
you know.
It's fucking terrible. It's like you're an ice cream.
I'm moving tomorrow actually, and earlier this year, while I was like checking places out, I was chatting with like the estate agent about like, you know, showing me around places, and I was not expecting this, but he said, "Oh yeah, and this is the air conditioning," and that was the moment I decided that was where I wanted to go. I was like, "Oh,
Air conditioning
This is
sold.
the
You did
perfect
it!
time to move there too.
you
Let's
rat
go.
bastard! You did it! You put air conditioning in a house in the UK." Oh, and there it was. That was the deal. The deal was made, and I just said, all right, here I go.
You made
Take
you an
my
offer you
money.
couldn't refuse. Let's go.
Take my fucking money. I can't
Take
believe
all
I
of it.
found a place with air conditioning. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? On my debut, my air conditioner actually died on that day.
Oh,
So I really got the EN curse, right? Like I got the bad one, because I was here sitting 3 hour delayed, sweating, 2 PCs next to me, making my room an actual fucking disgusting mess, like actual hell. And I can't crank the window open because then the mosquitoes get in, and then you get ate alive, and you don't want that, right? So I'm just sitting here during my debut, I'm just sweating, dripping, like disgusting. Let me tell you what, I got a new AC within 2 days. I could not spend 2 days in that hell.
You
It was
looked
bad.
damn good doing it though.
If you guys knew how I looked during my debut,
I'm imagining a Family Guy style cutaway or something. Like during this conversation, it just cuts to like a video of RPR like butt naked, sat on a little wooden chair surrounded by fans, but he's in the middle of like Mount Doom, just surrounded by lava, you know, slowly sinking into the depths, and he's like, just 2 more days, just 2 more days.
I couldn't even put the fan on during stream, because like then the stream would just
Too noisy.
So I had to literally sit here in this chair, and you know how this like fake leather chairs, they get like, if you sit in them and you're sweating, you get stuck to them, right? So during my debut, I was just stuck to the chair, sweating, trying to survive. Like that's why you didn't even like, I didn't even like check if my mouth moved properly or anything. Like I was just like literally fighting for my life during the entire debut. It was bad.
They say RPR lost 3 pounds that day. All in liquid.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised.
When you work out, you burn off calories, but those calories were physically catching a light and just burning away in the heat.
It was bad, man. It's like the worst Ian curse. Like people talk about the Ian curse, but they didn't tell me I would lose my AC on the day of my debut. That was bad.
I can't use my AC. It's too noisy.
Oh really? That sucks.
Yeah. So anytime I stream, it's just like, please don't be too hot. Please don't be too hot. If it's too hot, it's just like, this is fine. I'll suffer through it. Just wiping sweat from my forehead. It's fine. It's fine.
Honestly,
we're 2D anime boys. It's fine.
my current living situation is essentially just that I live in a house that's like very well insulated. Like it does very well in the cold weather, but oh my god, does it get very hot during the summer. And as you know, I live on a pretty busy main road, which means that I can't really have my window open either to get some fresh air in. And so I really like I can't I just have to box myself in, and then it just gets hot. And so basically, the only solution I have is that I've done a bunch of streams just like literally in my underwear with like pushing my sleep mask over my eyes, just barely awake, because otherwise I will just overheat and die.
Oh man, that was literally me during the day. I was in my underwear. Like you can't survive that heat if you like any clothes on you. Like any piece of clothing that's on you needs to, like, it just annoys the living hell out of you.
That's the problem. That's why cold is better than hot in my opinion. With cold you can put more layers on. With heat you can take down everything until you're nude, and then you're just kind of stuck sweating. Yeah.
You see, I like the summer though, like the weather, like when I go out, the sunshine, the smell, you know, I love that. But as a streamer, I fucking hate it, right? So like, I think the problem for us is our job. Like, I feel like if we weren't streamers, if we did something else for a living, we would fucking love summer, you know? It'd be the best thing ever.
Unless we were office workers, that would be just as bad.
True, real and true. I did see a question that I'm actually interested in from Bobolin that says, will you guys play VR together after Vox moves?
Oh, that would be really fun. That would be really fun. So yeah, I've been mentioning like on stream that when I move, I'm essentially, instead of streaming out of my bedroom, I'm going to have like a proper office for streaming, which will have a lot more space. So I'll actually be able to use VR properly. And I've done one VR stream, which was FNAF VR, and it just, like, there was no space. I couldn't physically lean over far enough to hit any buttons on the menu. Like, half of the stream is just me trying to reach the menu and being like, like, it just wasn't working. But now I can, you know, I'm probably gonna get an index as well so that I can do that. So I would really like to play some VR with you guys, depending on which game it is. I mean, what multiplayer VR titles are there apart from VR chat?
Okay, so we could do horror maps in VR chat. Like, there are quite a few good ones. We could do, we don't even have to do just horror. We could do a lot of things in VR chat, like fun maps. There are a few actual horror games in VR, like Phasmophobia. In VR is a completely different experience. And there is another one called, forgot the name of it, but it's like this, like, it's similar to Phasmophobia, where you go like underground in this, like, kind of like a morgue, like a Egyptian morgue or whatever, and then you try and find out like what the
Devour
ghost is.
People in chat saying Forewarned, maybe?
Yeah, Forewarned. That's the one I was talking about. And you're like in this Egyptian like mines or whatever, like excavations, and you're trying to find out like the ghost that's hunting the excavation, like which one it is. It's kind of similar to Phasmo, a little bit scarier, I would say, though.
That one sounds fun.
Yeah, in VR, I would say horror games are the most interesting to play in VR, because like it's a different experience when you see a ghost physically jump in your face.
So physically punch it. Let's go.
Like I've been playing a bunch of horror games on stream recently, and it wasn't until I played Biohazard that I was genuinely like affected by one. Like Amnesia was not scary. Outlast 2 wasn't scary. It was more. Outlast 2 was just gross. Like Outlast 2 was just a disgusting game with a load of really gross themes in it. It made me jump like once, but then you're just reading these notes about like all of this satanic shit going on. It's like, ugh, you know, like that's kind of that. But Resident Evil 7 like genuinely made me jump a lot because it had a really good atmosphere that sucked me in. But like that was a lot. Resident Evil 7 has really great atmosphere, and it's a very rare game for being able to like craft something like that without breaking immersion and making you kind of really fall into that at any point. However, I have used VR before, and genuinely, I got scared shitless when I played VR Skyrim and you run into the spider in the tutorial. VR just hits. VR hits fucking different. Dude. Honestly, like seeing a giant spider run towards you in Skyrim normally is like, it's a spider in an RPG. If you play it in VR, it's like, you know, like that's a real threat that your brain thinks is right there, you know.
I got scared of Half-Life Alyx. You know those big, like, in Half-Life, those, like, big, like, walkers that, like, go around just, like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, there's one that, like, at the start of the game, like, just, like, goes right by you and goes... like shakes everything, and you're like sitting there like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? It's like so loud in your face, so real. And also there was that like, you know, the little crawlers that like jump on like the enemy's heads.
They have head crabs. Yeah.
Yeah, it jumped on me, and my dumbass thought I could move my legs. So out of instinct, I full kicked that thing, right? I kicked the little head crab, and what I ended up doing is I kicked the bottom of my bed, the one where it's the sharp corner, right?
Oh,
And
no.
I full kicked the bottom of the corner. I couldn't walk for 2 days, and I turned off VR for like a month after that.
Oh no.
I was
that's
bleeding and
terrible.
everything. It was bad. So I couldn't help it. It was just reflex. I just saw the little thing. I wanted to kick it off me, you know?
Yeah, that's the worst. That's why you need like a good open space for VR and good cable management. Like, have you seen those setups where people have like all their cables like attached to the ceiling so it dangles down above them? Yeah, that's the shit you need.
I have my bases, like, actually I got my dad to drill them into the walls in the corners of the room, so they're like
nice.
out of the way. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because I'm renting still.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll be able to drill any holes. I might have to get like, you know, the tripod setup.
Yeah. Tripods are good enough.
I've got a lot of good storage space, so I can like whip those out when you know, as needed.
100%.
Cable management though is going to be a fucking pain. I want to get those like what are those ones, like the weird? It's like a wire mesh thingy. You know, it looks like a sort of just something that you just funnel all the wires through, and it just kind of keeps them in one giant, like, the master cable, if you've ever seen Flash.
Yeah, it's like that plastic, right? Where you like, it has like a couple holes.
Not the master cable.
Not the master cable. I'm so glad we watched that together for your birthday. It was my first time watching that, and now I get these references.
Oh, it's such a good film.
Oh wait, I just found a really cool question actually. From
before we move on, can I just say, like, with Half-Life Alex, I just wanted to point out, if you haven't seen it yet, look up Ike's playthrough when he gets scared by the head crab in the toilet. It's one of the funniest things you'll ever see. One of the highest pitched screams.
I'm gonna be
really funny. I love watching clips of that.
Yeah.
Any VR game to me is scary in VR. It could be like the most harmless game ever. Like the other day in VR chat, I was like going on this like ride. It's like a roller coaster ride, and there's like this big whale just like swimming next to you, and that shit scared me. I'm like, it was like a massive whale. It looked like so real right next to it. I was like, damn, this is creepy, you know? Like, it just like anything that's big in VR gives you the creeps. I don't know why. It just looks so real.
I hope they do a game like Shadow of the Colossus in VR. I feel like that would be intense.
Shadow of the Colossus?
Like, the first time you like climb a Colossus was incredible in that game, but the most terrifying one was definitely the one where it's just completely underwater. You have to like grab onto it and swim with it. Oh my god,
dude!
Like,
I don't think
VR. Oh man,
I don't think I could finish that game. I wouldn't be able to finish that.
My D&D buddies and I, we played Shadow of the Colossus like a few months ago, and it was the first time I'd ever played the game. It was the remake, and holy shit, it's such an incredible experience. Like, all of the atmosphere is brilliant, but something about the first time you see the final boss, that just hits so fucking different when you come out the corner and you see its eyes, like how far fucking away it is. You're like, ugh. You know, it's really such an incredible game. Really glad I was made to play through it. It was really cool.
It's one of the like a castle by itself. It's so unique.
One of the first games I played through when I was younger as well, Shadow of Colossus, and it's like, I remember how like impactful that game is, because you kind of get thrown into it with no story, right? You just go in and you like go there and fight this big dude.
That opening cinematic where it's just him like walking along with the horse with Momo on the back, and then he just reveals her, and it's just like, okay, this is the game. Go find yourself.
Go
point your sword, see the light.
Find the big guy, and then you go there, and it's like this massive dude, and you're like, how the fuck do I fight this motherfucker? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, so good. It's so well done. And it's so opposite to Ico, the first game by the company, where in Ico there were no bosses. It was just enemies and puzzles. If you combine those two, they can make like an incredible game between the two of them. But yeah, the atmosphere of each individual game is so different.
Yeah,
definitely. Sorry to go on a tangent. Next
one
question.
One of the coolest games ever. But yeah, next question. The one I just noticed from Pac-1. Pakwan Nimark says, I just noticed all of you have the same color scheme, red and black. If you would pick another color scheme, what would it be? And also, if you could also choose another species character for your model, what would it be? So, what would you want to be if you weren't a demon or a cyborg? And what color scheme would you prefer over red and black if you had to change?
I would want to be like a Celtic fairy. Like, not like a Pomu fairy, not like a forest fairy, but like one of the Fae. A scary, like Fae king kind of thing.
Like a satyr almost.
Like a what?
Like a satyr, you know, like one of those.
Quite like that. You know, like
creatures.
You've watched Labyrinth. You know,
Jared
from Labyrinth, the Goblin King. Yeah, kind of
yeah.
where it's like powerful. Puck from Midsummer Night's Dream. That kind of fairy, or I guess Oberon from Midsummer Night's Dream. That kind of feeling where it's just like, I control these woods, or like Legolas's dad in Lord of the Rings. That kind of thing.
Cool.
Kind of feeling. Yeah.
Oh my god,
you would magic beyond your.
You would be a great elf. You actually
would be a great elf. That fan art of Fulgur in Thranduil's outfit from
the crown.
Holy shit! Do you know what my favorite thing about Thranduil is that he cinematically is introduced like a love interest. Like the way that they have, the way they have, like they show off his eyes, his hands, and everything. Like in the trailers, he's shown off like sort of a sexualized character, and it's like, oh my god, it's so cool. Even though he's like sort of a dickhead villain.
I feel like that fits Fuchan though.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, Fuchan came into the scene as this villain of Nijisanji, came in swinging at everyone, right? Like, I mean, you're not, but like. Now we know you're not, but when you came in, you were the public enemy number one. I'm gonna be real with you. Everyone was catching.
No, that was such a fun week. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's time to fight Fuchan. Let's go!" Well, everybody didn't know. It was time to fight Fulgur.
Rolled up and chose violence, and it's kind of bizarre because I think that. I don't know. Like you then turned out to be one of probably like the kindest people that I've worked with. Like, you're very soft. And I think in comparison to how you used to be when you were more in Legatus mode, it's jarring but very welcome.
I loved that.
It was fun though.
Week. And then doing the debut as well, trying not to laugh while doing that through an entire debut was so much fun.
Yeah, your edgy Legatus voice, just acting like a tough guy the entire time. I really enjoyed that.
It was like all of Noctix knew it as well. So like Albin and Uki were trying not to laugh and trying to be cute on stream, and I was sitting there like, no, I'm Legatus now. Leave me alone. I don't need friends.
Oh, and what color scheme would you pick?
Oh, black and gold. Black and gold.
Black
for
and
sure.
gold.
Oh yeah.
Always black and gold. So nice.
That is nice though. Oh, you got like the black and gold.
For me, honestly, I have to be honest. There's a small part of me that I'm super satisfied with who I am and everything, but there's a part of me that kind of wishes I was a cyborg because I love synthwave. I'm like the biggest like synthwave junkie of all time. I have tickets to a Carpenter Brute concert happening later this year. I'm like I just go insane for that, and like the setting, like dystopia and all that. So if I ever had the opportunity, I would go for that 100%. Like I really love like thematically just sort of sci-fi and all that kind of shit.
So you're jealous of Fuchan? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, he already talked about being the unloved middle brother.
A demon cyborg? Is that possible? Can we make a demon cyborg?
Oh yeah, no. There's been some good mashups of me and Vox in the past. They look badass.
Yeah.
It's got like white and red hair, long white and red hair. The like cyberpunk jacket, the like demony long overcoat. It's so good.
Literally, just give me a metal horn, just one on one side, and I'm yours.
What about a color scheme? What would you do
that
if
makes
you weren't
horny?
Oh, I don't know. I'm very fond of white and red or black and red. I'm very fond of it. I don't know if I could ever change that. I'm kind of fond of blue, purple, but I don't think any of those really fit me. I feel like I've always been a black and red kind of guy. So,
oh yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Pink.
Pink. Ooh,
Yo, let's
that's a
go.
I reckon I can
that's
make
a
pink work.
that's a manly choice. I just want to
Yeah.
say that.
Cyborg?
That is
Yeah,
a
you
manly
rock
choice.
out like a Mega Man character. Oh, that's a good look. That's fucking dope.
Presentation! Exactly.
What I was gonna say, like a bit of behind the scenes talk. Like before I rocked up as like edgy Legatus, and me and Voxy had met each other before that, just chatting before I debuted. He was giving me like lists of synthwave music and like, oh, if you need some in how to get into character, I have this like massive playlist. Here you go. And I was like,
Yeah. I was just thinking because there's like an artist whose all of his music is cyborg themed. It's all about this massive story about a fucking cyborg. And I was listening to that. I was like, well, there it is. You know, living in like a dystopian city. I was like, there he is. He's been here this whole time in my Spotify.
it's all part of the plan. It's
For
all
me,
connected.
huh? You see, I'm kind of in a place where I kind of chose my species and my color scheme.
Yeah, you got to choose whatever you wanted. So if there was something else, though, like what would it be like the number 2 choice?
Okay, the number 2 choice for species. What would I want to be? I actually didn't think about this, but what would I? Maybe I would go like the opposite route. You know, instead of the underworld, I'd go for the Olympus, like something like like a Greek god or like an angel or something, right? Like a complete opposite, like a 180.
An angel would be good if you had like that archangel aesthetic where you were still like a harbinger of doom, but angelic instead of demonic. Oh, that'd be really cool.
And then for the color scheme, obviously, I would have to pick something like light, like a white and gold combo. Probably.
Yes.
I think that would be cool. Maybe a little bit of blue.
Nice. Yeah. White and gold, always a good aesthetic. Blue accents, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I think if I had to pick, I'd probably just do a complete 180 on my character.
Just steal Voxy's eyes so they're bright gold.
I do like my eyes. La Mama gave me red rings because I actually asked La Mama, can we have some red in the eyes? Because eyes were originally full black, right? They were like kind of like dead eyes, like they were lifeless.
Look, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, can we have a little bit of red, please? And then La Mama added the red circles, which I like a lot.
LAM Mama always does such beautiful eyes on everything he designs. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I feel so blessed to have like the multicolor. The fact that, you know, I'm always like sort of this have these gold eyes which are very soft to look at, but then if I'm feeling a little smug, I can look up like this.
Yeah, and I like the makeup choice on you that La Mama used is like so fitting for your character.
Oh,
it really goes well. I love it. Yeah, and I like how La Mama gave us all kind of like a facial how would I call it? A signature, right? Like you know, Fuchan has
mine's literally my signature.
Yeah, and then you know you have the makeup and I have the little tattoo, which was just basically just cut out a piece of my real tattoo and put on my eyebrow, which was a very nice surprise from Lam because I didn't even think Lam would do anything, but Lam said, "Oh, but I feel like something, you know, we're missing something on the face," and then slapped the tattoo around my eyebrow, which I love.
So cool. Yeah.
And all of us have the signature chiseled jawline and sharp chin, which I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
We do, yeah. And I have a beard.
Not quite Gaku and handsome level of pointy, but yeah, damn.
Yeah. Pointy enough to do some serious damage.
Oh, yeah.
All right. For the next question, Fuchan, you found any you like? Or what did you go? Was it Vox's turn now?
It should be Vox's turn now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me have a look. Let me scan for some questions. Okay. You guys, I'll send this in chat. You got to let me know if this is something you're okay to talk about. I think it'd be really fun, but it's up to you guys. And then otherwise I'll move. There's another one which is really funny.
That's fine by me. Did you ever do this, off here?
I haven't.
You haven't? Well, if you're
not.
all right with it, maybe now is the time.
I'm
This would
down.
actually be very exciting for people.
I would 100% be down.
Let's do it. So the question is, what are your rice purity scores?
So is there like a quiz or something I'm supposed to take?
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Oh, yeah,
for you.
yeah. If Fulgur, if you're gonna get it, you should link it for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. The world famous rice purity test.
Rice purity test. Okay, you guys want me to fill this up and then tell you my score?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What does this mean? Dance without leaving room for Jesus? I'm just checking that in. Oh no, this is looking bad for me.
Oh yeah, don't worry. There's a once
Listen,
you get to the bottom,
you've
there'll
had an
be things you
eternity.
don't have to check.
You've had an eternity to go and check these off. Fulgur,
Yeah.
I think you and I are sort of roughly around the same kind of place, aren't we?
Yeah, I think you're one below me if I remember. I'm
I've taken-
29.
I remember I took it again recently, and there were a couple things last time that I kind of forgot about. Mine, I'm pretty confident in saying mine is 26.
Oh, let's. Oh, you beat Albin! So
Did I
you got
really?
26! Yeah, he's 27! We finally have someone lower than Albin! Let's go!
Oh
fucking
no.
cool.
This is looking
Yeah,
real
I'm
bad.
pretty confident in it being 26.
You had 400 years. That's fair.
I've been around.
Albin may have come from the streets, but Voxy has hit those streets hard.
It's hit
that's
streets,
great.
hit cheeks. It's all about it.
Hit streets, hit the sheets, and then clap some cheeks. Let's go.
My man.
Oh man. Oh no,
Oh.
this is looking
Oh,
bad.
struggling.
Oh no.
It's my favorite thing. My favorite thing about sharing your rice purity is that everyone knows the number, but not what you checked off. So none of you guys
Exactly.
actually know. None of you guys know what I've done. Have I been promiscuous, or have I been arrested a bunch of times? You don't know.
For a bunch of fun things, yeah. If anybody ever beats us below 26, I will be impressed. That's the point where it's like, are you okay?
What? Okay, I see what they did on 69. Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
69 is really funny, yeah. Also, Vox, when you started that sentence, you were like, but since then, I was like, oh no. So you were like, within the last 2 months, I've done a lot of living.
Within the last 2 months, you know, you get out of the house and you anger the authorities in new ways that you didn't think possible before.
Oh man. You had that Nidgy sus off collab and you were just like, you know what? I'm going to annoy some police officers today.
Have you seen that meme which takes screen caps from Berserk, and it has Guts, like when a dog does something wrong, it's Guts just kind of looking slightly awkward, like looking around. You know, when a dog, or like when a dog looks at you and you see the whites of their eyes kind of move around a little bit, they're like, you know. And then it has I can't remember what his name is. Who's the character with the white hair from Berserk?
Oh, I don't. Oh, Griffith,
Right.
Okay,
It's
I got-
Griffith just staring headlong into the camera with just this burning ferocity, and it's like that's when a cat does something wrong and knows they've done something wrong. They just stare at you.
Guys, if the number is bigger, that's better, right?
The numbers, the bigger the number, the more pure you are.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Really?
Also, chat has just said Mr. got 23. Oh, you're still above
Yeah,
Mr.
damn.
Damn, I didn't
Right,
I know
know
Mister's
that.
been around.
Because I got a 41. Am I good?
Yeah, 41's good. That's good.
I'm good.
41!
Let's go.
I'm
That's
good.
nice. Yeah,
Let's
that's
go! I don't know what it means, but I got 41, chat.
That's really good.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Dude, I thought this was going to be bad.
Both Noctix and Luxium have this thing where we have like one member who's super low. In Noctix, we have like Albin at 26, and then we have Sunny at like 70 something.
Yeah.
I know I didn't know Mister was that low at 23.
I feel like
but I
Finana
believe,
would be a 5.
Isn't Lucas super high? Finana would be a 5.
we get Luxium hit like all the bases. We have me and Mister at the lower end. Aiko I don't think has revealed his, and then I think Shu is literally like 96, 97.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
god, Shu is so
never
pure.
Been never been a purer boy. 96 for Shu, yeah.
Wait, and what's your number, Vox?
Mine is 26.
Of course, what is exactly what I expected from you. Oh, okay. I got a cool question right here. I think this one is nice.
Oh, let's go.
Can you guys give each other a unique nickname? What would you choose? A name only used between LAM bros.
Voxy.
This one will be used just between us and no one else.
Ah. We kind of have so many nicknames already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard actually, like, cause like I always want to call Fulgur Fuchan, and Vox. I feel like, why would you give Vox a nickname? Like Vox is just such a short, quick, nice name. You just say Vox, right?
The only way you could make it shorter is just be like Ox or.
Well,
yeah, Ox. It's like fucking Buck from Ice Age 3. The name's Vox. Not short for Voxminster, long for the.
yeah, for me, I Japanese people call me Arupi, which I think is pretty cute. I like it a lot.
Arupi. That's cute.
That's probably my
Sounds like
favorite.
a rapper name. Arupi.
Yeah, it's just because like with the way Japanese people pronounce RPR is Arupiaru, and then like they just cut off the last and they're like Arupi, and it's pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's also a big idol thing to do like a dash P after someone's name, like Yamapi. So yeah, Arupi.
Oh, really?
That's cute. That's really good.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Maybe Rip. Rip would be good.
Rip, for me, closer.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. It would actually make a lot of sense for me to be Rip.
On your right, Rip. Watch out, Rip. Got this.
Rip him.
I absolutely love my Japanese nickname, which I love my nicknames in other languages. Hako-sama is one of the most adorable nicknames ever. Lord Box in Japanese. I think it's fucking fantastic. Especially considering my name's katakana literally is pronounced Boxu. You know, like there's really...
That's so cute.
Hako-sama is very cute. And
Boxu
in
is so
Chinese,
cute.
it's Xiaoha, which means little box, which I think is very cute as well.
Dude, but Boxu is such a cool name.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. I'm glad I'm called when I am. I think it's nice.
All right, Fulgur, you're next. You next for a question.
Yeah, my one's hard because Fuchan is so perfect. Oh, I'm next to choose a question. Okay.
Yeah. I've
So
been
many questions about cake.
yeah, I've been scanning through them a lot. I'm trying to get like a good one.
Who is the lightweight drinker among you three?
I'm a bit over.
I drink a lot. I don't think
Same.
I'm a lightweight.
Yeah.
I drink a lot too. Oh, this is a problem.
Okay, to put in perspective, the other night I went to a party in VR chat and I drank an entire bottle of rum. And I didn't black out or puke, and I went to bed normally, and I just had a slight hangover next day.
How big was the bottle of rum? Was it
A
1
liter.
liter or 2 liters? Okay, I literally did that last week on stream. It was a bad choice, but I did that on stream.
Are we just all heavyweight? Did La Mama just build us different?
La Mama just built us different.
Everyone tries bullying me again. I'm not a fucking lightweight because I had a couple of pints and I stumbled very slightly, and I chose to make a whole meal out of it. Doesn't mean I'm a fucking lightweight. I literally the other night I ate virtually nothing and I had 5 pints and felt zero. I was not drunk at all. I was like slightly tipsy. That was it.
I do just love the fact that RPR was like, I drank a whole bottle of rum, and I was like, yep, that was me 2 weeks ago. I have the pictures.
I feel like if we ever were to meet up and go out drinking, I feel like we could do some serious damage to the fucking bar.
Oh,
Honestly.
yeah, we could.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude.
If we ever get invited to a wedding with an open bar, we're just...
Oh, dude.
Goodbye to your money.
But it sucks though. Like realistically, it sucks being a heavyweight. It fucking
You have to
sucks.
spend more money to get drunk.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's so much money, and I'm like here slamming a bottle and a half of rum to be at the level where people are after 12 shots. You know, like it sucks ass.
Yeah, exactly. People are always like, "Oh, I wish I could drink more," and it's like, no, you want to drink less. Enna from Nijisanji, she drinks a quarter bottle of one of those tiny bottles of soju, and she is just black out. She's gone. It's great.
I
You
wish it
imagine
was
that?
me.
Buy like a $6 bottle of soju, and that does you for like 4 nights. Oh my god, that would be wild.
Dude,
For me, no, I guess one of the best measurement. What did I have? I had like a bottle of red to myself, and I think I was like sort of like halfway there, you know.
yeah. Dude, wine doesn't do anything.
I was buzzed at that point.
Wine and beer don't do that. Those just go through me. They don't even attack me.
Yeah.
Wine is the only thing that will give me a hangover for some reason, but yeah, it doesn't get me super drunk unless I drink a lot of it, like a full bottle maybe.
Yeah, it has to be a shit ton. Dude,
I'm gonna think of it. Uki's kind of lightweight. Like Uki will drink a quarter bottle of wine and he'll be gone.
Uki sounds like
By a half bottle, he passes out on stream.
Uki sounds like the person that would have a few shots and start flirting with you for like the next 3 hours, like without stop.
You have no idea. If you want to get demonetized, just give a glass of wine to Uki and see what happens on stream.
Yeah, Uki's also small.
You get Uki drunk and all you hear on stream is
So cute, holy shit. But also, I saw this question before. Someone was wondering who's the tallest out of all three of us.
Oh, how tall are you? Because me and Voxy are the same height.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
6'1".
Fuck.
Oh, you guys think that's bad? My teammates are 6'3" and 6'5", so when I take a picture with them, I look like I'm 5'4". It's not even fair.
I always find that funny because it's like there are a lot of duos like that where one of them is just super tall and everyone thinks the other one is short. Like I think it's both the Game Grumps where like Dan is like 6'3" and Aaron's 6'1", but everybody thinks Aaron is small, and then like Rhett and Link where I think one of them's like 6'5" and the other's 6'3".
Yeah.
It's just like thinks one of them is short, and then you meet the pair of them and it's like, oh, they're just both tall.
I took a picture with my teammates the last LAN, and everyone was making fun of me for being short. I'm literally 6'1". They're literal fucking giants. What do you guys want from me?
It's literally that meme where it's like 6 foot, 5'11".
Dude, but they're so tall.
Like their knees, it's like 5'11", 6 foot.
It's really interesting how much of like the personality in a dynamic can determine how tall you perceive somebody to be. I mean, I've experienced this with my good friend Shorto. Given given how he's like maybe like 5 centimeters shorter than me, but everyone draws him as like a fucking atom,
Like a
next to me
4'7".
because of our fucking dynamic. It's really funny.
It's his personality. Like I would say Shota is really short, but then again I would also say Uki is really short. It's like when you hear a person being cute, you automatically like determine that they are like way shorter, right? Like
That's the thing, because like Albin is like actually canonically very tall, quite a bit taller than Uki even. But everybody thinks Albin is tiny because he's got that little catboy energy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of it is personality, and then you end up having an off collab, and you're like, what the fuck?
Like, wait a second. It was really funny because Pomu just did that virtual to live thing, and she did her best to get everyone's canonical height, like when we were all in the lineup.
Yeah.
Seeing that finally, the entire lineup, and seeing some of us like way up, and then like the tiny people that are down at like our hip level, it's like, oh my god, there is a lot of variation now that I think about it between us.
I saw that one. It's actually crazy. Isn't Finana the shortest?
Yes.
No, Enna and Millie.
And Amelia, okay.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We don't know. We don't even know how tall they are. They just don't exist.
They refuse to tell people. Yeah.
Oh. They're like non-existent height. Also, if you see the in group chat, I posted a question
like
from
that
Vox
question,
Bamboo.
yeah.
Do you want mommy lamb to have a boy or a girl next, or do you want to have a brother or sister? So basically, if we were to have a new child in the family, what would you guys want? A brother or sister?
I think we need another sister in red and black. Like we need
Yeah.
to complete. We need to have like a girl on either side, the oldest and the youngest.
I wouldn't mind a younger sister that we can all just like dote over, you know? I'm fine with that.
Exactly. Must protect.
A red and black younger sister. What would our sister be though? You know, we got a zombie, we got a demon, we got a cyborg, we got a Shinigami. What do we miss realistically in the family?
I mean, we've kind of covered all bases. We have like someone who's dead, or someone who's undead rather. We
Right.
have someone who's part robot. We have someone who is sort of a human appearing vampire. That's it, vampire.
We need a
No,
vampire. You're right.
No, no,
We
no. I
don't
think
have
there's
a
enough
bloodsucker.
You know what we need? We need a werewolf.
A werewolf?
Have you guys seen Hell of a Boss?
Yes.
Do you
I
know
don't think I
Luna?
have.
Struggling to remember.
I'm googling.
The wolf girl, like the wolf
Oh.
girl.
Oh,
Luna
yeah,
from Hell
yeah.
of a Boss. Yeah. Her in like human form, where she has like the really cool, like the haircut, kind of like with the undercut, like RPR. Give us that for a little sister.
So our
Red and
little
black.
sister would be a furry?
Listen. There needs to be a little bit more fur bait in this community. Okay, we need to give them a little bit of fuel.
But, yeah, I don't mind. I'll accept my sister as whatever they are.
Exactly.
You guys are the same person. Holy fuck.
We really are. We found that very funny when we met each other for the first time, and we were both like, "Smash, D&D."
Yeah, you like are the same people.
Lord of the Rings.
And I'm like,
it was kind of incredible, like when I first met Fulgur, how similar we were and how many interests we had. It's like, your brother, he's also has a British accent, has a deep voice, and enjoys Smash Brothers. I was like, huh?
what? They just copied me? They cloned me?
You have no idea how far, because you got told that. I was sitting there watching your debut, and you went through things one by one, and I was like, "He's me, he's me, but cooler."
So I'm the odd one out.
No, you're fucking cool as well. You know, I'm just thinking right, because we have sort of like quite similar facial structure. Do you reckon anyone's theorized that you're me from the future?
Oh,
I've seen that. I've seen people think that I'm like your long lost descendant or something.
That'd be pretty cool.
maybe you're his
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
Oh.
People
Or, like,
also think that
grandson.
Mika is my long lost daughter because she's also very old and we have a similar hair color.
You look very similar. I saw the fan art, yeah, when Nijisus met up. That was great.
I love the fan art from that. She really is just like an excitable child out in public, literally just walking through a fucking convenience store and it's just like, Fox, what's that? And I'm like, that's a sausage, Mika. And whenever she wants something, she just kind of stands there and like points with grabby hands and is like, and you're just like, there it is, Mika, and she's like, thank you, and then just runs away. It's really
She has like gremlin energy. That's great.
Yeah.
Actual gremlin. I guess I'm the odd one out in the LAM brothers. I'm like, never played Smash. I don't have deep voice. I play FPS games. I play battle
You have a
royales.
deep voice.
I wouldn't say I have a deep voice. I say I have a normal
If Vox
human
says
voice.
I have a deep voice, you definitely have a deep voice too.
Chat, what's the verdict?
Verdict chat.
The verdict, I think he does.
I
think
apparently
you
have a
have a deep
deeper than
voice.
average. Okay, I have a somewhat of a deep voice, but I don't have a voice demon level deep voice.
None of us have Vox voice. Good evening,
Yeah.
Kindred. Yes.
But like I don't play Smash, which brings me
Choke you like you hate me.
brings me to the question. You guys want to teach me Smash sometimes?
I
Oh,
would
hell
fucking
yes.
love that, yeah.
Maybe you can just smash each other on stream like for hours.
Oh, fuck.
Think of the
Fulgur, what,
clickbait title.
What character do you think RPR would gravitate to the most?
He's got good APM, so I think any rushdown. Maybe Crom?
Yeah, who do you main in? What's your role
Oh,
in?
Joker! It's got to be Joker.
My role in what?
Oh yeah, What's your role in Apex? Like, are you an entry fragger? Are you like what do you do?
So what I do, I'm the in-game leader, and I also play the most aggressive characters because I need to be like in the front.
Yeah,
That's
you're definitely a
no,
rush
like
down.
Joker, Crom, Captain Falcon is an easy one to pick up. Yeah, like fast characters definitely you would love. Although fast and aggressive, don't go for Sonic because Sonic is a campy piece of shit, and we need to just remove every
He's
Sonic
BM.
player from Smash.
He's BM. Sonic is BM.
Sonic is
Yeah.
pure BM. Like,
Okay, got it.
every time you're playing online and you run into a Sonic, it's just oh no.
Someone made a title, "Smashing the hell out of my brothers." Real, not clickbait.
That's what I'm talking about. The titles write themselves for that.
If you could stream on there, we have to upload the VOD to Pornhub.
No, I'd be so down to have like a little training session by the bros. Just teach me.
Oh,
I'd probably
so
be really
down.
bad because I've never played. The only game that I played that's similar to Smash was Brawlhalla, and I did not play much of it.
Ah,
So like I would be a complete noob. You guys would have to literally just like babysit me.
I think honestly, a lot of Smash is game knowledge. You know, like
Yeah.
a lot of it is just learning very simple macros and stuff to do certain techniques quickly. I think the biggest hurdle is learning how to recover. Like recovery is really fucking difficult for new players.
Right.
But the main thing you have to remember is that as long as you can do inputs decently easily, and as long as you know like how to use jumps off stage, then you're probably going to be fine. Like. I guess in that way, Captain Falcon's probably a good character to learn with because he's got a really good mid-air jump, and his recovery goes pretty far as well. So
yeah, Captain Falcon's definitely a great one to start with. And as soon as you learn to like use those knees, he's so powerful too.
oh, fuck,
Another
yeah,
good-
he's a top tier for a reason.
Another good title. My brother's teaching me how to smash. Dude, they're just
No.
dude, they're just being printed out.
Oh yeah, people in chat are pointing out if you played Kirby is probably the best character for beginners because Kirby has like 5 jumps, so you can just sort of like hit Y or X rapidly to get back to stage instead of having to worry about using a move. But Kirby has this special technique, this ancient the ancient Kirby lore teaches you about this technique called the suck and cuck. And I would have to teach, I'd have
that
to
sounds
teach you how to do
lovely.
that.
Sounds
You can do that with
lovely.
King K. Rool as well. You can do it with DDD. You can do it with a lot of characters.
I would
My
love to
brothers
suck
teach
and
me
cock.
how to suck, not clickbait.
Also, I would really like to get into FNF. I've never
You've never played FNAF?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
not a single game.
I've done this for so many other people.
Yeah, you have.
In Niji. Anytime someone plays FNAF, I am there. I was there when Reimu first started playing FNAF. I was there when Ike first started playing FNAF. I was the only person who I didn't join for FNAF was Mister, and that's because he didn't really want to do Totsumachi. But if you play FNAF, I will join and I'll be there to kind of be like the demon on
lore
your
master.
shoulder, giving you tips. But also, I won't give you too many tips because
Right.
FNAF is a game that you kind of have to learn
Yeah,
from the beginning. But honestly, like, it's so interesting to like play the first game and be like, oh, I fucking hate this, and then you beat the first game and you get the bug and you're like, fuck, I did it, and you're really satisfied. And it's like, oh, the second game, it's only like $5. All right, I guess I'll play FNAF 2. And then after that, FNAF 2 starts introducing you to the lore, and then you start getting interested in it, and suddenly you've played 8 different games and spent a bunch of your time thinking about the characters and the story. Reimu's already been asking me about like what happened at the end of FNAF 3, and I helped to get like the true ending with all the lore reveals and everything. Like it pulls you in. It really pulls
Yeah.
you in.
I'm interested because
That's the thing.
I haven't played much of horror games. Like I've recently only like finished Outlast for the first time. For the first
nice.
one. So like cuz like I've always been like a multiplayer FPS shooter gamer that I put like my entire life into that. So I missed all the like horror games, all the good horror games. So I personally I didn't even know about FNAF until meeting Niji Sanji, you know? I didn't even know what it was. Pretty much Vox was my introduction.
Vox
Yes.
been a lot of people's introduction.
And I intend to be more people's introduction. I'll spread the holy gospel.
They should sponsor you.
Great
You probably
jokes. If anybody
up their
mentions-
sales.
If anybody mentions FNAF, Vox just shows up in their chat and is like, Hello, hello, hello.
I wonder what Vox did for their sales. Like, how much did you make them? You
Oh
should
my
get a
God.
cut.
Probably a decent amount. Hello. You know, like
Perfect impression too. Let's go.
I did find
Oh God.
a cool question here. I think this is a really nice one. I actually just sent it from Eva Punk, saying, "Who do you think is the softest
Regular.
between the three of you emotionally? Who would cry the easiest when seeing something sad or cute, or even something that makes you really happy?"
I think, Fulgur, haven't you and I both cried on stream before?
Yeah, we're both very soft.
Yeah.
I haven't cried yet.
I've cried quite a few times on stream. Like it took me a while, but then once I did it the first time, it became a lot easier to like open up in front of that big of an audience. And since then, it's like it's kind of been a fact that I'm a massive softie. You know, I've cried a bunch of times.
Yeah, I've never like minded crying too much. It's just like it feels good. It feels cathartic when you get through it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like dealing with things in your own life that you can't cry about. Like, I don't know if you guys are like that, but I like suppress my own emotions a lot. But then I'll play like something really, really sad or watch a really sad movie, cry my eyes out, and it'll be like, that was for me. That felt freeing.
Anime, dude. Give me an anime, a sad anime. I'll be in my bed bawling like a 12-year-old for hours.
Clanad, Plastic Memories.
Oh, dude, Clanad had me crying for a week. Your Lie in April had me emotionally disabled for a month.
Your Lie in April was one where, like, obviously no spoilers, but like when it got to the end, I sort of saw it coming, and I was like, man, that was really sad. And then I sort of didn't really get too emotional. And then afterwards, I like went on YouTube and I got recommended one of the a song from the soundtrack, and I listened to it, and I was like, oh,
fuck, dude. Yeah.
You know,
I
think the total now, I've cried 4 times on stream, which, to be honest, isn't even that much because the movie Marriage Story makes me cry 4 separate times every single time I watch it.
Damn,
I haven't cried on stream, but as a person, I'm like the way I work is like, I would say I'm pretty closed off in my emotions publicly, and all my friendships, like, you know, you're a good friend of mine if I like bully you or poke fun at you, right? Like I'll like rough love type stuff, right? Like that's when you know I'm close to you, when I'm yelling at you, right? Because that means I'm comfortable with you. And the only thing like that I could see myself crying on stream or like being emotional on stream is something where I'm getting like overwhelmed with like emotional support. Like, let's say, this is why I avoid streaming birthdays, because if I get a massive video for my birthday of people being like, you know, saying nice things about me, like I will emotionally overload and not be able to handle that shit.
Yeah, that happened to me on my birthday, and I was very thankful for it because I think everyone wanted me to cry eventually. Like, they all knew it was going to happen eventually. Yeah, I almost did at the end of my karaoke stream, but I managed to like kind of hold it back.
Those are hard, man.
But then on my birthday, there was this big video about like sort of like a compilation of people saying thanks for everything, and then like it was a clip show, and then at the end it had like this it was like a bait and switch almost. It was like me mentioning like, oh, I just really want my fans to do well in life and all that kind of stuff, and it's like I want to inspire them to do better. And then it was this like, suddenly the music picked up and it said, "You did," and it had all these people on Discord, like these screenshots of people saying the things that they'd achieved recently, and I was a wreck. I couldn't handle that. I said that, I was like,
that's foul play. That's foul play.
It's foul. It was a fucking bait. I thought it was just gonna be a clip show, and then suddenly they baited me out with that. And I was like, ah! You know, it just suddenly surprised me with that really genuine emotional shit. I was like, you can't fucking do this to me.
It's nice though, but I do want to say, like, if things like that happen, they need to have for special occasions, because you can't be having my ass crying every 5 fucking minutes on stream. Like I would not be able to handle that. So those the kind of moments like need to be special moments that happen like every now and then. And I think they're healthy, and I think it's also nice showing like a little bit of vulnerability in front of your community. It means you're close with them and you know, you trust them. But that if every stream was like that, I would not be able to handle it.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, then you just would want to stay away from streaming. It would be too much.
Yeah, it's like watching Your Lie in April every day.
Oof.
Just messed up my mic. Okay, next question. Did you guys find any good ones? I've been kind of just
Yeah, I
spamming.
like this one from. Oh, so go ahead, Vox. You haven't done one in a while.
I'll do mine's not too long, so I'll do mine and then you can do yours. So this person asks, what is your MBTI personality type?
Oh
MBTI?
crap! I don't remember mine.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I was actually thinking I might take the test again because I haven't done it in like a while. But I don't know if you guys have ever done it before.
I
But it's like a
did.
yeah, it's
I did.
mine has like changed a lot over the course of my life. Like
Yeah, your personality changes a lot in general in life.
it does. I used to be a lot more introverted than I am now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude,
thank you.
I'm doing it right
there's
now.
There's a lot of confidants in the chat who remember mine for me. I'm apparently an INFP. Thank you guys.
Truchen, you're probably one of the most INFP people that I've ever met. Like genuinely, it's very like apparent from you.
Fair enough. I was
I
like,
could see
I know I'm
INTP
the
as
one that
well.
like defends people and tries to be an in-between kind of thing. Mediator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the mediator, right? Yeah.
Mm.
I'm doing it right now. I'm gonna do it real quickly.
Mm-hmm. If the last personality type that I got was ENFJ, but then before that I have been, and I think a lot of those were quite close. Before then I've been IN. I've always been N, but I've differed. I used to be an ENFP at one point. Before then I was an INTJ. I've been all over the place, like at different parts of my life.
I'm looking at ENFJ. Yeah, this is so you.
Yeah.
The protagonist. Let's go.
Main character energy.
Born leaders. Yup. There we go. I think I was Int J in the past. INTJ.
That's the edgy one. Like that's
That makes
sort of,
sense.
That's the chess player personality type.
Yeah, I think that was my edgy teenage years.
Yeah. No, I think I was feeling particularly edgy when I was scoring that as well.
Oh, let's go. There seems a lot of INTJs turn into INFPs.
They just sort of, that's when they understand their emotional side.
Yeah, it's like, I've been through the edgy phase. I understand it now. I kind of understand other people. I'm going to stop being a dickhead. Edgy Lambros, it's the only way to roll. That's why we're all dressed in red and black to head to toe.
Exactly.
Triple edge lords.
Yep.
I'm doing it real quickly here. Give me a minute.
There is no Sonic in this family. There is only Shadow.
Oh, these questions are interesting.
They get pretty deep. Like the rice purity score was like super easy to go through.
Yeah.
Whereas the MBTI is a bit longer.
You have to kind of actually think about, you know, who you are and sort of how things work.
And the way it's like the 5 different things, it's kind of like, oh, how do I balance these properly? You'll click one and then you're like,
maybe not, and then you're sort of so on something, because personality tests can't like really understand the depth of a person too well, you know?
They just do their best, yeah.
Some of these are questions I haven't even thought about in years.
Yeah.
They could get deep.
Yeah, they
like,
really do.
Contemplating the reason for human existence or the meaning of life and stuff like that. Like, damn, you hit me. You hit me deep. Okay. I'm 80%.
Oh damn, you flew through that. Wow.
Yeah. I'm the type of person that, like, the first thing that feels natural, I click it. I don't think about it.
That's the best way to do it.
Follow my heart.
Shows you know who you are. Let's go. Just people in chat. I'm 14 and this is deep.
Okay. We're almost done.
Nice. While you're doing that, I can bring up another question. We can come back to that if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Somebody asked, this is a very simple one. This is Tish. Asked, who would die first in a horror movie?
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Keep in mind, the first person who always dies in a horror movie is the person who fucks the most.
Oh,
So,
sorry
Vox.
guys for typing out for the count.
Yeah,
Later,
Vox.
Vox.
Sorry
Peace
guys.
out, Vox. Dude, suddenly I'm a virgin.
Suddenly, my rice purity score is more like 90. I'm
I'm
sorry.
on 100.
I haven't even touched fresh air. Are you kidding me? I've been in a bubble my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Vox
to
would
be
be the
honest,
first one to
like-
die.
Yeah, as like the least say-so member of the group, I'd be the one who's like the super vulgar guy. You know, I'm wearing like a white shirt and a backwards cap, and I'm like, you know, I'm just going out to this crazy cabin in the woods. I'm trying to fuck, dude. Just trying to get my rocks off, dude. Like, what the fuck? And then, you know, and then it all goes south when I try and fuck the monster.
I got this for my personality.
You see, that's the thing. I think
Yeah,
you would like.
Oh,
What'd you get? Oh, nice.
ENFPT.
What does that mean?
So you and I, RPR, are like surprisingly very close. I'm an ENFJ, and I think that means that I'm like a tiny bit more of like a planner than you are, but at the same time,
yeah.
like sort of very similar. I think ENFPs, they tend to be sort of like sort of like forces for good socially. Like you tend to want to like get involved in people's lives, and you tend to want to like you know, help people out and be sort of like you know, which actually, to be honest, given like how you and I met, that tracks completely. Like, you know, you've been, you know, you're always like chatting to me about new projects and stuff, and you know, you're just a very like exciting person to talk to.
I'm
So, like,
very
I
outgoing,
completely
I would say.
understand that. Yeah, oh, you really are. You really are.
I did have my introverted time. Like in college, I was super introverted. Like I was a complete 180. In high school, I was very extroverted. Then college came, I was extremely introverted. And then because I was just not happy with my situation. But after college, like going back to like when I started playing pro and stuff, I went back, which I would say was my original self, which is the extroverted part, because I'm very outgoing. I like when I go out like partying and stuff, I like striking up conversations with people and just try and meet new friends and stuff like that.
I'm not.
I've been both, so like I feel like you can change in life. You can go from extroverted to introverted to extroverted depending on your situation and your confidence in a certain moment. So I've experienced both, and I know how fucked up it is to be introverted and not having the balls to like talk to people and shit like that, because I've been there as well.
I actually feel comfortable being introverted, honestly. Like I'm very comfy being by myself.
And that's the only thing that matters, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, I'm good enough to like be extroverted when I need to when it comes to streams, and other than that, people have to reach out to me. Like everyone's like, "You're so extroverted. You always show up to like Totsumachis and collabs and stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah, if people call me to things, I will be that." I'm excited to be invited. However, I never take the first step. I hide by myself all day in the shadows where I belong.
That's the thing, right? In the VTuber community, like, sometimes if you're the person reaching out, you can be seen as the person like the cloud farmer, the one that's trying to like, you know,
it's sad.
Yeah, but like, how the hell am I supposed to meet people if I don't reach out? Would I just sit here and hope they're gonna notice me and reach out to me? Like I can't live my life like that, not being in control of my own life. Like I'm the type of person that sits in my driving seat, and if I think you're fucking cool, I'll walk up to you and be like, hey, you're fucking cool, let's collab, right? Because like I don't care about like the numbers and shit like that. Is like I'm not talking to you because you have 7 million subs and stuff like I think you're cool and I would like to play video games with you, so please play video games with you. Like I'll be very honest about it, you know. I'm just gonna be straight up. Play games with me now. Like the other day I spammed the shoe on Discord and I was like, Valorant when play, and then we're playing Valorant next week, you know what I mean? Like if I want something, I want to meet someone, play with someone, I'll be like very honest and be like, yes, I want to play, organize now, you know, like and that's how I am. I don't know otherwise, because I can't be that guy that just sits in his chair and hopes like, oh man, dude, I wish Vox would invite me for a collab one day. I really want to play with Vox, man. I hope he notices me, but nah, dude, I'll be in Vox's DM and be like, what are we doing?
Hits me up.
Yeah, let's do something.
It's good that we have someone like that, because I think through and through I am an extrovert, But I'm shy, which is disgusting, and it basically means that I do really well around people when I know them. Like if I know somebody well enough, I can handle social situations really super well. Like I don't really worry about it too much. But the one thing that I can't do is actively approach someone if I
Break the
don't
ice.
have like the impetus to do so. So like I can do that if I have a very clear thing that I need to ask them about. You know, for example, if like there's a work related reason, I'm like, hey, it's good to meet you. You know, is this, like that's completely fine. I can handle myself like that. But if it's like I would just like to be friends with this person, I feel so awkward. I'm just like, bro, this person.
Yeah.
I maybe it's a side effect of living in the fucking UK where everyone's miserable all the time. But it's just like whenever I think about going up and introducing myself to someone purely because I want to get to know them, I can't help but feel like, you know, they're innately just like, man, life is hard enough. Why would you give me something else to worry about, you know? Which is a really like nihilistic way of looking at it. And I don't think that's actually how it is, but my brain is like, nah. This person is their life is hard enough. Leave them alone, you know, and then I just sort of can't do it, you know.
I didn't think about it, but that is a very British thing where everybody just wants you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like if you're out in the UK, you're just like having a good time. You just happen to be a bit loud one time. You're just like, oh man, it's so nice. You will hear like everybody in the flats around you just shout down, shut the fuck up, man. What are you doing? Oi, oi.
Yeah, no, that's what it's like around my way, and people being noisy late at night, and then the neighbors, they just get even more noisy. There's it was what's super weird is like in supermarkets in the UK, like it's pretty normal for a cashier to talk virtually not at all or like very little, where they'll just be like they'll just see your shit, they'll scan. I mean, most of the time you use self-checkout so that you avoid having to talk to people innately. So but if you do have to talk to someone, they'll just kind of scan your shit and they'll be like, all right, it's 34.85. All right, thank you. And then it's like that's it. Whereas recently it was really surprising. For my holiday, I went to Center Parcs, and because it's like kind of an expensive place to be, the cashiers there who work at the little on-site supermarket were the kindest people I've ever met. Like it was this little old lady, and she was like, and we went and we grabbed like a log for the fire in our little cabin, and she was like, and she was like, oh, have you remembered to buy matches? Oh, no worries, love, I'll chuck those in for you. And I was like, who are you? You know, who are you? Where did they find you?
As soon as you said Center Parcs, I could already imagine like the West County accent. I was like, all right, my lover, I hope you're having a good time.
All right, my love. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, you come on in. Yeah, that's all right. You haven't been to Center Parcs, Fujan?
No. I had friends who went to Center Parcs, and yeah, they were always like that.
I guess.
Oh god.
I think it's also. I feel like this might be a wild theory, but I feel like it's also the weather, right? I feel like the weather in the UK makes people more depressive and like stay at home type shit, right? Where here, like it's very sunny. Like people here are very like open. Like they'll come up to you and speak to you, and like, you know, they'll hang out with you on the beach and stuff. Like it's like pretty common to just like have people come up to you and just start a conversation here, right? I feel like
because I don't know anything about your country, to be honest, but I know it's right next to Italy, right?
Yeah, we border with Italy.
I know like Italians are some of the nicest peoples like in the world, where like everybody is just ciao bella, everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, it's like normal. It's like where I live, for instance. It's normal when you see someone on the street, just say yo, like just raise your hand, be like, what's up? You're just walking by, like you don't even talk, you don't even know them, you don't walk, you're just like hi. You just say hi to them, but you don't know them. It's just like a polite thing to do here, like.
Yeah, you see, if you did that in the UK, you just get either complete silence or fucking what, mate?
Yeah, it's like it's a different, I guess, mentality, Mediterranean mentality. Also, I've sent a question I think would be very interesting. Is what's LAM BRO's Harry Potter? What does OW stand for? Like which house we belong to? I guess in Harry Potter. They say Sherkan said, in my imagination, bros are all Slytherins, but after graduation, RPR would be an Auror, Fuchan would be a professor in Hogwarts, and Vox is gonna be the Death Eater or the Dark Lord. There's gonna be a big war between the bros.
Yeah, Vox would not be a Death Eater. Vox has to be a leader. Dark Lord or bust.
Yeah, no, I think Dark Lord suits me. I'd be Voldemort's replacement. You know, because I don't know. It's like when my motivation is always like to I feel, you know, it's like a biological impetus almost. I just feel like I need to build a group of people at all times, or else I'm going insane. You know, it's like a hormonal thing. You know,
Isn't
so
Voldemort also
when I get out of
British?
there, it's like I need to have a clan.
He is.
Where
They're
are
all
we? Come
British,
on!
yeah.
And then so like I think Dark Lord, that suits me pretty well. Also,
I think what would be funny, you'd be the one that everybody thinks is the Dark Lord. And then the auras would investigate you and it'd be like, no, they're just a group of friends. They're really, really sweet. Actually, we played Dungeons and Dragons. Don't worry about them. They invited me for a drink. We played Dungeons and Dragons. It felt very cult-like at first, but then I met the community and you know what? They're pretty chill.
that is so fucking like, that tracks so hard. Like literally I would get the Death Eaters together and I'd be like, guys, this shit is just not working. All right, listen, it's like the whole mudblood thing, it's got to stop. You know, it's not okay. It's 2022 now. You need to change your attitude. All right, things are changing. All right, look, you know, I've got a Muggle with me right here. Nicest person I've ever met. His name's Craig. You know, and then I just sort of introduced him to Craig, and then we all sort of start getting along. I would completely expunge bigotry and hate from the
Now-
Death Eaters.
You would be a light
now I
lord
want-
I
then.
would turn them into a lovely.
Now I
group of
want
people.
a Vox Akuma, like Taika Waititi, what we do in the shadows type thing.
Yeah.
This is the Dark Lord, Vox Akuma.
From What We Do in the Shadows, where
this
they
is my Muggle friend, Craig. Hi, I'm Craig.
what was the like what was his name? Was it like Phil in What We Do in the Shadows? Like the
Oh,
the
Phil
dude
was
who-
in the TV series, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
like
there's a
it's
couple
like
of them
we've
in
got
like the movie version.
yeah, we've got a human here. You know, he's really just listen, like we're not gonna eat Craig. We're not gonna eat Craig. You know, I know he
Remember,
looks delicious.
we're werewolves. We're not swearwolves.
Exactly. He's got a really, you know, I know he's got a really red face. His blood, it looks like it'd be really tasty, but we're not going to eat him. All right, he's a very sweet man. He's from IT, and then he's like, it's the whole thing of him showing them like how the internet works. God, that's such a good fucking film. I want to watch that again.
But do we all agree on
somebody's-
Slytherin?
I have always said I was Slytherin. Everybody recently has been saying, "Nah, you're a fucking Ravenclaw, you bitch." And I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll be a Ravenclaw. So
I think you are a
I'll be the
Ravenclaw,
awkward
yeah.
one in the family.
Yeah, I feel like I'm either Gryffindor or Slytherin. I think that's the only two options for me.
I think you could be Gryffindor. I think we could have 3
Yeah.
different houses between the 3 of us, and that would be
Damn.
great. And Ollie could totally be either Gryffindor or Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff for Ollie works really well.
100% Hufflepuff.
Also,
Yeah.
Fuchan, like you as a professor tracks so fucking hard. Like that really suits you.
I feel like that somebody else in chat said like Fuchan is 100% serious black, and I was like, you know what?
what would you do as a profession? Like, would you do potions? Would you do?
I'd probably be defense
defense?
against the dark arts.
Yeah,
I
I'd be
knew
a
it,
really
I knew.
geeky defense against the dark
Yeah.
arts teacher.
Wait, this question is actually very similar to one that I've
In fact,
seen.
yeah, I think I would be either like, yeah, I give off like a bit of Sirius Black, a bit of Professor Lupin. Either way works.
I've seen a very
Perhaps
similar
I can be a
question.
potions teacher.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Finish your potions homework, Mr. Potter.
If you want to do a Severus Snape voice, you just have to keep your teeth perfectly together while speaking.
You have risked the exposure of our world.
Can you guys do the bit? You know the YouTube video where he goes, Ronald Weasley, it's Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh.
You know that one?
Weasley. It's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa. As soon as I try to do that, I do like the parody voice.
Yeah, the parody one.
Ron, it's Wingardium Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Dude, I love that video so much.
She's a bloody
It's so
nightmare,
funny.
that Hermione.
Okay, so
Bloody tragic.
oh, here it is. Here it is. I
That was
just
bloody brilliant.
this question.
I loved, like, it became so memeable. Just Ron being like, bloody brilliant or bloody hell. Oh.
So it reminds me, like the Harry Potter question reminds me of this. So from Cherry, whose Twitter name is actually exams suck. Good luck at your exams, Cherry. It's this is the premise. You're the town's superhero. Your greatest enemy is the town's super villain. However, secretly you're both brothers. This isn't anything tragic, as your whole destructive rivalry is actually just a massive prank on your third brother, the mayor. which one of us is who? Who's the superhero? Who's the supervillain? And who's the mayor in this scenario?
I mean, this was basically me and Vox's debut dynamic.
Yeah, the mayor was the entire Niji Sanji audience. Just everybody spectating was the mayor, confused as fuck as to why you and I just declared fucking war on us from the very beginning on each other. You know.
So I guess this puts me as the mayor.
And I literally had that tweet from 2 months ago where it was talking about you guys finishing endurance stream. I had that shit saved in my drafts.
It was ready to go from moment one.
I was like, they're Minutemen, lol, and everyone was like, this came from a month. Are you okay, sir?
I think that makes sense. I would be the mayor then. Cause like,
yeah, you'd be the mediator because you're also the one who always brings us together.
yeah, and you guys are just like there to just make my life miserable. You know.
True.
I'm just imagining like RPR bringing us into the same room for like a surprise family counseling session. Like we all think that it's going to be something else. Like he invites me over, saying like, "Oh yeah, no, we've got this thing running. You know, we're going to go watch a film." And I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds fun." And then he invites you for on like some other precedent, and then we both walk in, see each other without expecting each other to be here, and you're just like, "Voxy," and I'm like, "Fulgur," and then we have to sit down and talk.
This is an intervention. Sit down.
Let's go.
Okay, this question is pretty cool. From Nixie. It's how would each of the LAM bros react if you all love the same person? Would you fight or what would you do? How would you react?
I think we're all in the same kind of boat where it's like, depends on that person. Like
Yeah.
it's their choice to make. I don't think we'd fight with each other.
They can share.
Yeah, I'm not a jealous person. I never was. So like for me, it's like whatever that person chooses, I'm happy with it. You know. I'm also
Exactly.
not. I don't believe in forced love either. Like you can't force love on someone. So you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Listen,
That's
if
where
we
I'm at.
all love the same person, but they all love us equally as well. Here's what I'm thinking, right? They've got two hands. One hand for one of us, and the other hand for another, and then the third grabs them by the crotch.
Right. Yeah, it works out perfectly.
Exactly. That's the
You hear
important
that?
thing about love. If you actually love someone, you should care what they think more than anything else. That should be your happiness. If
Exactly.
you're like the jealous type, then that's a bit of a problem on you, not on anyone else.
I'm gonna be honest. I could be kind of a jealous person sometimes. I don't know how well I would feel in that kind of an environment.
So no polygamy for you.
I don't know. It depends. Maybe we'd work. Maybe we'd figure something out.
I feel like we'd figure it out. Another cool question here I just found from Barry. Who would make the best male wife out of three of us? You already know.
100%.
Voxy was just immediately like me as well.
On me. Have you seen the one? I think genuinely, like the one thing in life that I can talk about with 100% total confidence is like my cooking. Have you guys
Dude,
seen?
oh my god. Oh my god. Whenever you post something, I'm like over here. Oh my fucking god.
I love
Give
watching
me
your
some.
cooking streams. They're like an M&S advert. It's so relaxing. It's so good.
Exactly. I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is when I move to my new place, there's like a pretty reliable setup I've got figured out for hand cam streams, so I'm gonna do like a bunch more cooking stuff. And
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I just really want to go out of my way and make like a load of cooking stuff. God, the shit I made last week. Oh my.
Are you
God.
did you go to the are you self-taught or did you have some
Oh, self-taught.
oh, okay.
Yeah, no, like I couldn't cook for the longest time. Like for ages, I was always like super unknowledgeable about it, and I was really paranoid about like, oh, what if I put shit in for too long and it burns? I don't want to set the fire alarm off because I used to live in like a big apartment complex, and so like you set the fire alarm off, everyone has to evacuate and that kind of shit. I was always like way too paranoid to actually cook for myself. But then when I moved here, I just sort of thought, fuck it, you know, I'll give it a go. I just started grabbing random shit, and then after a while, cooking, it kind of teaches itself to you because you want to eat something that's nice, you know?
Yeah.
So all you have to do is you just find a set of ingredients, and you're like, right, let's experiment, and you kind of throw shit together. First thing I learned how to make was like a simple stir fry, then I learned how to make steak, and then I learned how to make fried rice, and then it kind of curry, and then it just sort of went on from there. And now last week, what was it I made last week? I'm gonna have to get the recipe out because I can't remember it. Venison burgers with cranberry and orange relish, chips with truffle mayonnaise, and lettuce with a mustard vinaigrette.
Oh
my God.
dude, I want to learn how to cook.
You have
That
no
sounds
idea
like
how-
one of those things you make. You don't make. You buy at like a fancy ass pub, and you're like, how did they do that? Ingredients can taste like this. This isn't covered in like ketchup or mayonnaise or some secret sauce, and it still tastes good. How?
I feel like
those chips, by the way, the chips that came with it were like the most complicated chips I've ever made. It's like you boil them for 10 minutes and then you shake them around in the colander to fluff them, and then you put them in the oven, so they're like double cooked.
Oh, damn.
Vox, I feel like you're one of the most fun people to be around IRL. I feel like
Yeah.
I would just have a good time. Just like,
I mean,
sit in the
I'm
kitchen
gonna
with
have-
you, learn how to cook from you. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're just a fun person to be around.
that's really sweet, man. Like
Plus,
my-
you can
my-
just
the-
talk about anything for hours. Like, it never gets boring talking to you.
It's
Aw,
nice
that's
listening to you.
sweet.
You got a nice voice. So it's like whenever you talk to me about anything, I'm just instantly interested.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You put
I
so
mean-
much passion into everything as well.
It's really sweet of you to mention, because to be honest, like my new place is pretty, it's not huge, but it's spacious. Like I've got more than enough room for guests. So like I want to do like a bunch more off collabs, to the point where like if fancies the idea of it, it's like fuck it, we've
Book me in.
we've got the money. We can do like off collabs and stuff. And I've got really, I'll have really good internet and everything, so it can be just kind of like a place that people can hopefully come over and crash. I think that'd be a pretty
have
cool
the
thing to
money.
have.
Book
can
me
build
in.
him
I'm getting a
better,
ticket right now.
We can rebuild them.
Literally,
Yeah, true. Like, for you two, it's just like a train ride away. That shit's great.
True.
one plane. I'm up there. Just give me a date. I'm coming.
Let's go.
I'm not kidding. I would love to have collab more. I'm so sad because I'm gonna be missing AX, and I missed MCM. I'm gonna miss so many events due to my tournament, right? And the first con that I would actually be able to go is TwitchCon San Diego, and maybe Comic Con, because I'm going to Japan this August.
Let's go.
But I'm missing like so many events I want to go to and meet my friends at, because of like being a pro. So like I am so down for like any kind of off collab that I can organize. I'm going. I need socializing in my life. I need it.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you're the extrovert in the group, and you're the one who can't be like
Yeah.
focused for the next few months.
And I gotta work.
Damn it.
You're very
Somebody
optimistic
in
about
chat,
Japan.
Somebody pointed out in chat, like, Vox is really good at the cooking and like the romantic stuff. I am terrible at that. I'm very good at taking care of children and mixing drinks. I also can't clean or cook. RPR, what have you got as the male wife? Come on, we got this. Between the three of us, we could be the perfect male wife.
I love kids. I don't
Let's
mind dealing
go.
with kids. I wouldn't mind, like, I like cooking. I don't know how to cook well, but I would love to like learn. If I had the time, I would love to learn how to cook. I used to cook in college and stuff like that. And I'm a bit bad with cleaning, but like when I get to it, I clean it up. I clean it up well. I'll go to the dot. I'll clean it up. It's just getting myself too clean is the hard part.
I pick up trash. I don't clean anything.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't imagine what it would be like if we all shared a living space. Because I'm the same way. Like whenever I cook, I use like so many different utensils. I have like 3 different plates to assemble the ingredients. I've got like another bowl where I put trash so that I don't have to go all the way to the bin and that kind of shit. And then after I've made the food, I eat the food immediately so it doesn't get cold, and then I am in a food coma and I don't clean up until the next day.
Well,
I walk
that's
down to
what-
the kitchen, I'm like, what the fuck?
What
was
I
this?
do is when I cook, I clean as I cook. That's something I've picked up of like Gordon Ramsay in like cooks online. It's like, I'm done using this, I'll clean it instantly as it's still cooking. As soon as I'm done cooking,
anyone who works in a kitchen, you're like taught to clean as you cook, put other things
And
away
then
while
when
you're
I'm-
cleaning the next thing.
when the food is done, the dishes are already clean. You just eat and you pass out and you're good.
Yeah.
I'm moving in. I'm really hitting the high life now because the new place I'm moving to, like, oh my god, I can't describe to you how excited I am. It has a dishwasher.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Dishwasher.
another thing not many people in the UK have.
Like, why?
In the UK, nobody has air
necessity.
conditioning. And, like, dishwasher, not so much a big thing either yet.
why? Why do you want to wash your dishes by hand?
That's the thing. I've been washing my dishes by hand for 3
It's a pain in the ass. It's such a pain in the ass not having a dishwasher.
Yeah.
Actually.
It saves so much time, genuinely.
Oh man. I also found another question from C.
Oh.
Um,
I'll see clips.
yeah. How did you guys first get to know each other? Also, what do you guys bond over the most? Stay cool, Lambros.
I think we bond the most over Lamb.
Yeah.
And Uki.
And
True.
Uki. Yeah, no, true.
Yeah, I think that's like our most common things. I think we all love Lamb quite a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I think we're all like very happy with Lamb. Like, I think I don't think I would choose anyone else to be my mama than Lamb, because
Exactly.
Lamb just kind of like reads my mind with what I want, and like the art is just beautiful. Even with how busy Lamb is, and I know I won't be able to like get more projects going fast. I'm still happy with what I have, because like I feel like I've gotten what I wanted. You know, there was not a single thing I was dissatisfied during the process, right? I feel like we all like I know it's a little bit different for you guys, because you know you didn't go through the same process as me, but I feel like you guys are also very appreciative of La Mama and what Lam did for us. You know, the
Yeah.
reference sheets, they'll come. The reference sheets will come, chat. They're coming
Yeah, they
slowly,
will.
okay? Lam is just busy. And then
You don't want to
Uki
come
is
too
obvious.
quickly anyway. That's a bad idea.
Exactly. You don't want to be a premature. What? And then, you know, Uki is obvious. Uki's just cute. How can you not like Uki? Like, everything about Uki. Okay, this is something I told Uki before. I've never said it out loud. Uki's debut is by far my favorite debut ever.
Oh, that song is beautiful. Deja
is,
Vu
it
is
is.
one of the best songs I've ever heard.
The way he debuted with that original song, that shit had me dying for days. I've been having it on repeat like for days after, and from that day onward, I was like, holy shit, Uki Violetta, you know, like I was gone. It was already too late for me. The voice, the singing, everything about him, he's just so cute. He's just a sweetheart. I don't know. He's just a nice person
Yeah.
overall. Like, how can you not like him?
For me,
Exactly.
I think that I completely agree with you that Uki has one of the best debuts I've ever seen. But for me personally, number 1 spot has to go to Sonny Briscoe. I mean, his intro video
anime
is fucking
intro.
hilarious. With so much work must have gone into that, and then his voice acting is incredible, and just all the bits and jokes that he did when he was actually showing off the slides. Like the bit he opened with, what did he say? What did he say? It's like freeze, hands where I could see him. Then he
Yeah.
was like, don't even think about clicking off on my debut stream, or else I'll be really upset. And it just like that was such a good opening line. And then I had so much fun. Like he
It was
really
really
set
good.
the tone for the debuts. I was like, all right, this is gonna be good. My Kohais are very
yeah.
talented. Let's go.
Maybe I'm just a sucker for singing, you know. Maybe that's what it is for me. Like, but when I heard Luki singing, I was like, that was it for me. Like, I was gone.
And then, not youngest, but also most recent Lambro with his intro. Holy shit!
Oh, I didn't even get to show everything yet.
Oh man!
It's like yeah, there was all of that shit going on, and it's like that's not even all of it. There's more to come. It's like
Yeah, that the anime we showed was only like 15 seconds, 16 seconds out of a minute and a half that's still coming.
Oh, that's gonna be incredible.
And we didn't get to show everything, but I was like, I don't have time. I have to debut now, because if I keep delaying it, I'm gonna debut next year with how busy I'm gonna get, you know.
That's
I didn't
actually
want
the
that.
thing that me and RPR bonded over the most. Because yeah, when we first met, I mean, it
True.
was my pre-debut fighting with him and Ollie about Apex, being disowned by them.
Yeah, it was like
But
on Twitter we were fighting, on DMs we were best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when it came to like, yeah, when you were getting everything ready for your debut and just sending me things behind the scenes, and I'm such an animation nerd, I'd be like, the impact frames, the smudging, oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man,
loved
that was
showing
great.
off like my little bits of like, cause I've done the way I've done my debut is I would say is a little bit different from other people. Haven't really invested into lore as lore per se, and I'm kind of in like multiple angles where I have a little bit of motion comic, a little bit of animation, and then a cover song. It kind of all ties into one, because that's kind of my way I wanted to do it. And like I'm really happy that you could like see what I was going for, you know, when I was showing off to you. Like you could really like tell what I was going for with the lore, and I feel like we really bonded over that.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Yeah, I think all three of us are kind of like lore nerds, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
I love lore.
The one thing that you mentioned kind of really stuck out to me, RPR, like the whole thing about I really didn't want to leave it too long, like otherwise I'd be debuting next year. Like I completely agree with you, and I think whenever it's sort of obviously I haven't really like seen too much of that scene, but when there are a lot of VTubers that you see on Twitter who are pre-debut for a very, very, very long time.
Right.
And when I think about it, I almost think that by like waiting so long to start, you might kind of be like, I don't know, like missing the point of what makes a streamer successful, and that's like to just stream, you know.
And
Yeah,
you kill your own hype.
Re-debut.
Yeah. Like there's nothing wrong with starting as a PNG tuber or even like without without any art at all. Yeah, Shoto was a PNG tuber. Arguably now probably the most successful indie VTuber there is.
The most successful on Twitch for sure.
On Twitch by far.
By far.
You know, and he started as a PNG tuber. He was a PNG tuber for ages because he was like, you know, I don't want to have to wait so I can do a full live 2D debut. I just want to stream, and he did extremely well. So I don't know, like I think that's the best thing I would figure out. Being a streamer means that you do have to like actually stream, and actually streaming makes it so easy to connect with people, to network, make friends, and that kind of stuff, and build an audience. And I think that the longer you leave that, the less time inevitably that you're gonna have for that. So, you know, that's what I don't know. It's like I suddenly just sort of felt like I needed to say that. It's like I would always say when you're given the option to like get started streaming quickly, I would say just give it a go, do it, because the more you stream, the more practice you have. I think that all of us, you know, I've noticed it a lot with myself and with you, Fulgur, as well. Like you improve as a streamer so much in so little time.
Yeah,
like I can't stand watching my earlier streams because I felt like I was so unprepared and I was so like sort of, I don't know, unfunny, but I feel like I've improved so much because I just kept doing it, you know, doing it.
If there's someone who personifies that, it's Hugo. Like Hugo, who came out of the bat without any streaming experience and was like this incredible musician, but at the same time thought being a streamer meant playing games on stream and tried to like fit that mold.
Yeah, but it really isn't.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has their own kind of style.
It's
Everybody
like whatever
has their own kind of development path.
Whatever
like
you want it to be.
The reveal thing that Hugo had, like nowadays, I'm sure Hugo would go back and do it completely differently. And yeah, it's the same for a lot of people who start as like a PNG tuber or eventually work their way into a VTuber. Like you don't really know what you want to aim for in your content until you try out a bunch of different things, and then you realize, like with Vox as well. Vox started off, like you said, a little more awkward at first. There were a lot more games, and then you realized your thing is ASMR, the RPing, all of that kind of thing is your incredible like talent.
Just
and
talking.
So, like, that's what you've been leaning into. Yeah, exactly. Well, talking and also planning out all of that. It takes so much time to plan out all the scenes and all the storylines. Yeah. And then also the natural ability to just be able to go on the fly and like roll with anything that happens on stream is incredible. But yeah, the planning that goes into all of that as well, how hard you work at each of those is so good.
That's like it's exactly what I was telling Hugo, you know, before he made like the switch to doing more music-based content, is that when you stream, you need to play into your talent. So you need to show people what you're good at, because I don't know, like a lot of the time it's, you know, it's like what Hugo was struggling with. It's like, you know, whenever you watch people stream, you see them just playing games, you see them doing this, doing that, when in reality it's like this is such like an open and easily changeable art form, you know, unlike the rest of entertainment where you have a crew, producers, directors, everything that you need to kind of, and have ratings that you need to approve and a budget you need to work within. A stream you yourself can do for free. The most money I've ever spent on a individual stream is getting like stock assets for ASMR streams, like backgrounds and stuff, or buying the games that I play. Other than that, you can do whatever it is that you want. You can come up with interesting themes to do within games and stuff like that. If you have like something that you think you're good at, like it maybe you think you're good at like doing voices, maybe play like an RPG and give fun voices to the characters. Just anything that lets you show off what you're good at is the right way to kind of make your start streaming. Because the worst thing to be is like someone asks, well, why should I watch you instead of someone who's popular, and you can't think of what to say. You need to be
Exactly.
able to. You need to know
And-
what to say in that instance.
And I think the biggest mistake most people do is they look up, like, I'm not saying don't
Other
look up to
people.
bigger streamers, but don't be other people. It's like, that's not the point.
Yeah.
Be yourself, because we have the other people to be them, right? Like, why would anyone watch another Vox that just showed up, right? Like, no one cares. Like, what they want is another human with their own set of, personality and quirks and stuff, to look up to. And like, a lot of VTubers, I feel like, end up just like copying what other people are doing, and then they're wondering why am I not successful? Because I feel like you just need to like input your personality, inject your personality in your content, find out what you are as a streamer, who you are. Like, biggest example I can give you, Numi. She's a indie VTuber that does music and stuff, and like, her streams are something completely different from every other stream you would ever watch. It's completely about her personality, who she is as a person, her music, and people watch that because they love the personality, they love what she inputs into her streams, right? She's not trying to be someone else, she's herself. And she came out of nowhere and exploded, right? And same with Shoto, because Shoto like just showed people who he is as a person and put himself in, his things, horror games, and then his personality, etc. He inputted that into his content, and people love that. People found a new person, not someone that's similar to another person. They found a completely new person to fall in love with, right? And that's what streaming is. It's like, be yourself, don't be other people.
Exactly.
I completely agree with you, and I think like at least as far, maybe this differs for some people, but like on stream I really don't think I play a character. Like, I think I'm just being myself, and
Exactly.
a lot of streaming is down to being yourself, just louder. Like what normally if you were playing a game you might organically think, you might organically think inside your head, and you might like jump a little bit. For stream, you just say it out loud, and you try and think of funny things to say that might naturally occur to you while you're not streaming, but you just don't say it out loud. You just think it to yourself, and you're like, like that's
Yeah, exactly.
that's the difference. That's the difference. And I think when I see a lot of when I see someone who's like sort of trying really hard to fit into like the mold of what their character is supposed to be, I think that a lot of the time, like, I don't know, like, I think the average viewer is smarter than you think they are. That like
Yeah.
when you're faking it, and when you're trying so hard to be something that you're not, and it's like, I don't want to be myself, I want to be successful, I think people can fucking tell, and it's I don't know, at least maybe for some people, that works, but for me, I think that it's kind of like,
That's
It's
what I
not
was
a-
going to say. There are definitely
kind of
those people who are
obnoxious,
also natural born actors
You can
and
feel
actresses.
it. You can feel
Like,
when it's not real.
Dr. Disrespect, like, that's the thing, but they can be still funny. Like Dr. Disrespect,
he plays a character, but that's a lot of
Yeah.
himself in that character.
Dr. Disrespect, that's his
you,
alter
Deathlock.
alter ego, That's him. Dr. Disrespect is him, It's not like something he forces. That is genuinely another one of his personalities, and that's why it works so
Yeah.
well.
I agree on that with Doc. Like, I think the reason he's been so successful is that Doc is basically the real guy, but just so much more
Unhinged.
expressive and loud.
Yeah.
And he's sort of, he draws on that personality that he plays draws on so much genuine shit from himself. And then
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, like, there's that pretty famous clip of someone he meets organically in a stream who he meets, thinks like this fan doesn't know it's him. They're like, you sound a lot like Doc, and it's like, no, I'm just a big fan. And then he gets like a pretty unfiltered reaction from him, and it's like he really chokes up, like he gets emotional when he says how much he enjoys watching his content. Like
Yeah.
that felt pretty real to me. And I
and
think
it was real.
That's what's valuable about streaming, is that it's a more intimate type of content than I think we've ever had before, and that is valuable. I think that's a really unique thing that we need to celebrate about this type of content, because you can't really be close to like a TV anchor or an actor or a celebrity or a singer in the same way that you can be involved in the life and the work of a streamer that you follow. I think that's a really unique thing, and I think that there's only so much of that you can fake. There's only so much of that you can fake.
And I do want to praise Niji Sanji in this way, because You know, Niji Sanji, people that debut under Niji Sanji, in EN, let's take EN as an example. Every single person in Niji Sanji is different. They're all like their own person. They're all of their content is their own. There's no like, you would often be like, when you're in that situation, you would often be like tempted to copy your senpais and like go their route. But like, from what I've seen, for the most part, like everyone in Niji Sanji is somehow their own person that have their own vibe, their own way of doing their streaming and stuff like that. And that's like rare. Like Niji Sanji just prints unique people, debuts unique people. I think that's what Niji Sanji is good at. And same with Whole Life.
Yeah, they find unique talents and they just give them a place to flourish. It's great.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different talent to work with. And even when it comes to like the gaming streams, like people do them so differently. Some people go for storyline games and really focus on the story. Some people are incredible god gamers, brother. RPR.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm the only thing that's Shinigami about me is my FPS skills. That's about it.
And yeah, Niji Sanji does have like so much talent, even in like the EN sphere itself. Like, oh my god, the uniqueness of some of the streams. Pomu's streams going to court and shit. Millie's streams recently, she's getting a lot more confident with them. She did like the undating one recently. She has that whole series where it's like, I do what I want, where it's like 10,000 different scenes. But one of those, she played 4 games at the same time and fucked up on all of them, as you would while playing 4 games at the same time. But that kind of shit's so entertaining.
The ideas are unique, and you rarely see them repeat between other talent. You know, you rarely see someone do the same idea twice, right? Okay, you know, like even ASMR, like all of you guys do ASMR completely differently. Like it's a completely different vibe. Like there's like absolutely no similarities, and that's what I think is so good and successful about Niji Sanji, is because there's someone for everyone. Like you can find your Oshi easily because there's someone for everyone, for every type of personality.
And there are some people you only see like their uniqueness, like one stream in every like 50. Like somebody else just pointed out like Rosemi's one as well. Like Rosemi's one, when she hit a certain milestone, I can't remember what it was, but it was like so many scenes of her trying to get there to celebrate the milestone and like accidentally murdering someone. Or a bunch of other things, trying to bend a spoon with her mind and accidentally sending it into somebody's head. And then she had the recap of it on the most recent update for her number of subscribers, and she was trying to do more magic tricks. That kind of shit is always just so funny. Like people just doing their passion and creating something unique is definitely incredible.
That's what makes it special.
Rosemi and Pomu were very inspirational to me when I was first starting, because like I was sort of in the same trap that I think you go through in the beginning, where it was like, it's so difficult to stream every day and to figure out what it is that you want to stream. Like I think the hardest part of this job is putting a fucking schedule together and like thinking about what A is you want to do for the week, and B, what will work for the week. You know, what streams you think are going to do well, what you think your audience will enjoy seeing, and that kind of shit. And you know, and it was around then that I sort of I can't remember what the first like genuinely. I think the first stream I did where
Chad, I'm muting on Discord so they can hear me call.
I think the first one I did, it's like I did some lore related stuff, and then I did the date stream was a big like turning point where I realized that doing something more unique is a really good way of kind of standing out. You know, like
because I remember you started like the natural incredible voice. You did the whole like reading copyright free things. I think it was Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe, yeah.
Oh, I love Edgar Allan Poe.
That was great. And then you did like Shakespeare with Pomu. And
that was one of my favorite streams. I had so much fun doing that. We spent ages prepping for that too. Like all of these different assets that were used to kind of make sure people knew which character we were talking as, and then also adding like little memes into it. Like whenever what's his name, Dogberry, whenever he said ass, I played a Vine Boom, and then we sung what was it, I'm a Believer at the end, like the end of Shrek. God, that was some of the most fun I've ever had on stream. She's a really inspirational person, and I really hope that like she knows like how much her unique approach to streams really affected like the way I started streaming as well, because it's sort of that same thing where you have different scenes and a different approach to, you know, to the whole thing. I think it was around then that I realized the big thing that people want to see out of a stream isn't someone playing a game, it's you playing a game that gets a reaction out of you. You know,
Right.
it's something that they, something that generates content from yourself, and that's why
Shows your
horror games are
personality.
so good. That's why horror games are so good, because it's great to see someone who's like so distant from you, like a streamer and entertainer, and then see them scream their fucking head off and be scared just like you would be. You know, I think watching someone play a horror game is a weirdly intimate experience, isn't it? Because you're both scared.
Right.
Gets the adrenaline going, gets the blood flowing, and suddenly, boom, the hormones kick in.
And coming back to the inspiration part where you said, Pomu, etc., they inspired you, right? And I feel like the VTuber space in general is very inspirational. Even for me, that came as a pro player, as someone who streamed with a camera, etc., like, I wanted to get into this space because I had certain people inspire me, like Tova from HoloLive inspired me to like get more into music, which music was something that I have had thoughts of for years before even becoming a streamer and a pro player, and I just never had the balls to do it. And this kind of like this VTuber thing kind of like gave me the push to start going into music and to give myself an excuse to go into it and do original songs and do covers and do stuff like that, like, do something I wanted to do. And I feel like there's a lot of streamers out there, VTubers, that are very inspirational in that sense. Like, one of my first inspirations in streaming was Vebe, for instance. Like, her streams are hilarious. Like, just even getting a model, that was one of my first inspirations coming from her. And then Iron Mouse, for instance. I think Iron Mouse is one of the most inspirational people in general in the world with how much she struggles with her health, and she just keeps on pushing, shit like that. The people you get to see in the VTuber community can really make you think about your life and be like, well, I can fucking do this shit too, man. I can chase my dreams too, And I think that's special about the VTuber community. And I think that's what you guys do for a lot of people too. And that's what gave me like the push. Like even Uki's debut was like, damn, I want to fucking sing well. I want to make an original song. Like, like that's my first thought. And that's why I do have an original song on the way now, I don't think I'm good with singing and stuff like that. But I will keep going until I'm at a level I want to be, because now I feel inspired and I feel motivated by these people around me. You surround yourself, and that's Niji Sanji also. You guys are surrounded with great people constantly, and you constantly inspire each other to be better. And I think that environment in itself is something that a lot of people are jealous of.
And V Shoujo for sure as well, because you pointed out Mousy. Like, Mousy is so
And
good
Hololive.
at just interacting with all of the indies as well. Like, she's so good at just making everyone feel welcome and feel like they're doing their best. She will even just like, every time she does one of those like diving into other VTubers clip streams, it's so good, it's so inspirational, where she'll just find the smallest indies and she'll be able to blow them up, because she'll be able to showcase some of their best moments from their best clips that they've sent in, and suddenly boom, they have so many more viewers, people have got their eyes on them. That
It's
is
so
what makes
unbiased
it star,
too.
and it's so nice to, yeah, exactly. She just lets people submit stuff. It's their best stuff. She shares it, and if people like them, they can go follow them, and boom, it's made a star overnight.
Yeah, I think that's like, there's a lot of people give shit to VTubers. Oh, you're hiding behind an avatar and this and that. It's so much more than that. Like, VTubing just opens up a whole new world of possibilities to express
and
yourself.
it is still such a young space as well, so people are still innovating so much.
I think
There's so much
VTubing has been
room.
great for content creation world. VTubing has been one of the best things that happened in the last like 5+ years, right?
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Shall we
I
go?
mean, we're sitting next to a man who can turn 180 degrees, right?
Look,
Yeah,
I can
this
look at you
man-
guys.
Look at the locomotion in this man's bones. He can. God, if there's actually a threat, like someone's coming at him from a 90-degree angle, he can actually turn and see it.
I can
I can't
give
do that.
I can give you guys a kiss. Like, not many VTubers can kiss both their brothers at the same time.
Listen, at this point, I feel like I'm a professional kisser. I feel like that's the main draw to my stream. It's like, hey, do you want to just listen to an internet funny man who plays games who occasionally will make an adorable little kissy noise into the mic, and they're just like, fuck yeah, I do.
You know what's funny, Vox? I legitimately have a redeem that's been on my stream for like about 2 years now. It's called Blow a Kiss. You can redeem it for 15,000 channel points, and I'll just sit here in the middle of like I'm playing Apex, fighting 3 people. You redeem it, and I go. And I keep fucking fighting people. That's literally my stream for the past 2 years. There's someone just redeemed it. Don't spam it, chat. That one time I didn't limit it and they redeemed 250 kisses. I refunded all of them. They're crazy like that. But I did find a new question that we could talk about is from Gideoff, which is a confidant. Who's the most chaotic of all of you? Who starts most of the hilarious but stupid arguments?
Vox starts all the fucking arguments.
Yeah, yeah. I think I can confidently claim that one. Oh God.
I feel like we're all very chaotic as individuals. I think all of us are very chaotic.
Yeah.
I think so.
And
I'm better at playing off of what other people say, to be fair.
And I think all 3 of us are very argumentative. Like we all like to start little stupid fights, little stupid arguments, and like just.
I like to play devil's advocate and then just laugh from the sidelines. Just be like, yeah, no, I totally think this thing, and I'm just like. I don't give a fucking shit. This is great.
Isn't it kind of funny how we all randomly, all 3 LAM bros are kind of pretty similar in personality when it comes to stuff like that? Like, it's kind of weird how the stars align sometimes.
Yes. There are so many things that are so different about us, but at the same time, there are so many things that just work for us. Like the fact that this is the first time I've collabed with you.
Yeah, and it feels so natural.
It's natural, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a nice conversation.
I've only collabed with Vox like what, twice? Vox? We did like Apex.
Yeah, we did
Among Us.
We did Ape Sex and we did Among Us. Yeah.
Yeah, and like all of those times just felt natural. Talking to you guys just feels natural. Like I'm obviously we've talked a lot in DMs and stuff like that. But we're rarely on voice, but it still feels natural. And like literally, you could say I met Fulgur for the first time today in voice, and just like we just rolled off instantly, like we've been like voicing every single day, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys have any questions that you maybe found? You wanna go into?
Let me have a wee look.
Out of the 3 of you, who has the highest survival ability in a zombie apocalypse?
I can't die. I physically cannot die.
But can you be turned into a zombie? Could Ollie make you?
I don't know. Maybe we'll let Ollie bite me a few times next time and see what happens.
Yeah, if he becomes like some kind of a mixture of a zombie and a Shinigami, then I think we're all fucked.
Here's the thing. I have said many times when it comes to like Niji Sanji, I'd probably be the most survivable because all of my extremities are metal. I just have to keep people at arm's length and I'm fine. But when it comes to RPR, god tier gun skills, that's a challenge right there.
Yeah, I feel like if I let Ollie bite me a few times, we'll figure out if I can become a zombie. But I would say with no, I cannot become a zombie because that's the whole point of being immortal. It's not being undead. Like I'm literally immortal. I can't die, so therefore, how could I be a zombie? Because to be a zombie, you have to die first.
True.
I've also seen a few questions about like if we were on a deserted island, how long would we survive, and who would be the person that survives the longest? And I think I already know the question. That Vox is definitely surviving the longest. Me and Fulgur cannot cook for shit, man.
Yeah. We'd kill ourselves with dysentery real quick.
I'm just imagining, like, listen, if we were all on an island together, I would turn that shit into fucking Hell's Kitchen so fast. I would just have you guys gather ingredients and I'd get you around. Meanwhile, I've been building like a campfire with some woks or whatever it is. And then one of you starts cooking. I'm like, what are you doing? Take that out! No, it's not done yet. Put it back in. It's still fucking It's still fucking breathing.
It's fucking raw.
I can see Vox.
Fulgur and RPR would be great hunters because you'd be able to like get meat. Like Fulgur could just club a wild boar to death with his arm, just punch it in the head.
I think RPR would be our hunter. I'd be the one with like the dumb knowledge. Like I know how to fish with my trousers. I know how to make a charcoal filtration system.
You're the
I know how to find fresh water. Yeah, I'm the one who's been like, this is what we have to do. Now you guys
you do it.
In a survival situation, RPR is the DPS, Fulgur is the tank, and I'm the support.
Oh yeah, Vox heals us. He's the bard. Vox is the bard. He's got the voice of healing. We got Fuchan the tank because he's literally a fucking robot. Like how do you kill a robot? He just keeps coming back, right? And then I do the DPS.
Charging at us.
I got a gun. I got a katana. I'll get in there. I'll get involved.
Damn it! Now we need to play the forest, don't we? Or raft.
I'm so down.
Oh my god, that would be great.
Someone asked, what are some of our guilty pleasures?
The Aquaman movie.
Fair enough.
I don't know why. I feel like I'm watching Power Rangers when I watch that shit. I'm just like, yeah.
For
my understanding of the Aquaman movie is essentially just that the James Wan being like a unique director with like a sort of an interesting perspective on filmmaking was handed this script, looked at it, saw it was the worst thing he'd ever read, and he just went, I can make this work. And then he just kind of directed the shit out of it. And like the action scenes in that movie are really fun.
The action scenes are incredible. Like
that's
right
what
from
I mean.
Get-go. It's wild.
And I like Jason Momoa's charisma as well. You know, I think he fits the character really well, and he's just fun to see this buff ass dude walking around, and like the music as well is so funny. Like when he's on like the fucking when he's on the submarine, and every single time he does anything, he'll turn towards the camera, do a fucking Dwayne the Rock Johnson eyebrow, and the music goes bwah 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 bwah.
I don't think I've watched that movie.
I love watching that shit. It just makes me happy. But guilty
you should try
pleasures.
RPR. It is actually pretty good.
It's a fun film.
Not bad. It's not bad.
What about you, Fichan? What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh god.
BL?
I can't even. BL I'm not really guilty about though. That's the thing. Like I can't really call that a guilty pleasure.
That's a proud pleasure.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit. I bought like all the physical books I can get my hands on. I literally instruct people to draw fan art of me holding the book so that everybody knows. And I made it clear, Fuchan isn't Fu for Fulgur, it's Fu for Fudanshi.
Oh my god. He's so, I mean, hey, you gotta respect it, you know? You gotta respect the how proud he is of it. Like, I mean, yeah, it's just you. You're being yourself.
Yeah.
For me,
I guess. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know.
I like amiibos. That's probably. A lot of people find that pretty embarrassing. All the Zelda amiibos, I have every single one so far except for the 4 that's super hard to get the champions.
Amiibos? What are those?
The Nintendo Switch things where it's like the little toy statues. They're not particularly high quality, but they let you like unlock things in games as well.
Oh, is that the one thing that like you scan over your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get the Kazuya Mishima one when they do it for Smash. I want to make I want to make a Kazuya amiibo.
I'm thinking really hard. What would my guilty pleasure be?
4-ply toilet roll.
No, I feel like mine is either related to food or maybe ASMR. I'm really weak for ASMR. It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh.
It's kind of embarrassing how weak I am for ASMR. And like usually, right, you would think, oh, you're a dude, so you know, you like the girl ASMR. No, for me, it's the guy ASMR that does it for me. You know, for the most part, it's the guy voices that are most relaxing. That's why your ASMR, like literally, when I tweeted that your ASMR knocked me out, I was not kidding. That thing, when you first did your ASMR, that thing knocked me out.
Oh, you flatter me. Oh, you flatter me so much. That means a lot to me because I'm still trying to get it right. When I move to my new place, I definitely want a better audio setup where there isn't so much computer noise in the background and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'll have like a really good setup for it eventually.
And like, I guess, like, I mean, I'm not gay, chat. I'm straight, but there's something that makes me feel guilty about liking men voice ASMR. It's so much better than anything else. It's just so soothing and makes me fall asleep. I don't know. Maybe.
God, you wouldn't like some of my more recent ones though, because I have this thing where the opening of it is fairly just ordinary, and then it gets like really sus later on. And so what you'll have is someone falls asleep in the first 10 minutes of it, and they'll be like, "Ah, this is really relaxing." And then in the second hour, they'll suddenly be rudely awoken by me making a really loud slapping sound in the ear, which everyone in chat is like, "Yes, yes, yes, slap the shit out of me." And then everyone who's asleep is like, "Ah, oh God, what happened?" You know.
You put them to sleep and you wake them up at the same time.
Exactly.
You're
I
in
find
control.
it
You're in
even
my
better
court
if
now.
they don't wake up through that and they just have this wild dream. They're like, why did I dream of a demon putting me in handcuffs, slapping me, and then walking away?
Maybe I should watch that Vox guy. Maybe he knows what's going on.
There are people who have never like stayed awake through an entire Vox ASMR and they just have really weird dreams every time. They're like,
I'm a deep
I like
sleeper.
these dreams, but I don't know why.
So once you get me to sleep, I will sleep through your entire ASMR, and I will not wake up because I'm a deep sleeper. Once I'm done, once I'm sleeping, it's gone until like a certain amount of hours pass.
I'm the opposite. I'm super light sleeper. You make a noise around me and I'll roll over and be like, the fuck?
This question though, I think is a pretty cool question as well from Mapo Katsudon. It's if you can only eat anime food for a day, as in for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what would they be? State the anime where the dishes from as well. I feel like, I mean, if you don't pick Shokugeki no Soma, then I mean you're not eating good, you know.
I don't want to get tentacled. Shokugeki no Soma, bit of a problem for me.
Okay, but like the food looks so good in that anime. Come on, like those rice balls, the beef rice balls that the what's her name, Mikumi makes in the first season. Like if I could eat one thing till the rest of my life, that'd probably be it.
There's so many like food porn anime though. Like I'd take pretty much anything out of oh, which studio is it? Makoto Shinkai film. The Makoto Shinkai food always looks so good. There was that show, Restaurant in Another World. You know what? No, I want to go unique. I just want anything from Dungeon Meshi, where they go into like a fantasy dungeon and just cook whatever their fantasy animals they find. It's great. Let's go.
Dungeon Meshi? Did I watch that? Let me see.
I don't think there's actually an anime yet. I think it's only a manga. But yeah, they just
maybe
go
I read
into...
it.
Maybe. Yeah.
I read a lot.
I don't know if there is an anime, but if there is, I want to watch it. But it's so good, yeah. They go hunting through dungeons. They cook whatever they find. It's amazing.
That sounds interesting.
I'm struggling
It's a
to
really
answer this
unique
question
spin.
because for a sentient anime character, I really don't watch much anime at all. I used to watch more, but I don't know. I just haven't really had the time lately.
I actually haven't been watching anime in the past recent, like, I want to say 2 years. I've been too busy, like, to commit. So I've been reading manga mostly. I actually prefer manga now because I feel like the story ends up being more rounded, and actually, like, I get more of an ending in a manga than I would, like, because a lot of animes get dropped, you know, and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Now
There's a lot of anime that feel like an advertisement for the manga or for the light novel, where they do one really good season and then they leave it on a cliffhanger and they're like, that's it. Have fun.
Yeah. The only light novel I've been reading though is The Beginning After the End.
Oh wait, is that not? That's a light novel.
That's a light novel, a manga, and an anime soon, I think. Or is
I
it
thought,
already?
yeah, the anime is. Is this the one where it's like the fantasy character who survived beyond like every other member of the team, or is that something else?
This one is about a guy that remembers his old life, but he's in a fantasy setting now, and it's but it's like it's done really well. It's like it's done by this Korean, like it's written by this Korean American person. So the light novel is written very well. It's long
so it's
chapters and really
manhwa,
well written.
nice.
It's a webtoon. Apparently, it's a webtoon. I read the light novel.
Yeah, I've never actually heard of that one. Let's go.
It's
Sounds
really
good.
good. I recommend it a lot. That's literally the manga was so the webtoon was so good that I was like, okay, I need to find out what's going on, and I opened the light novel. And it's the first light novel I've been reading. But yeah.
That's the one I was talking about. Somebody pointed out it's Freyren. Soso no Freyren. Beyond Journey's End, which is a really, really deep manga about like an adventuring group. Like one of them was an elf and the rest of them were other like species of fantasy characters. So the elf has outlived all of the past party. It's so sad.
You know what? One of the animes for me, like it was very short, but one of my favorite animes ever, has been Grimgar Ashes and Illusions.
Oh, I love.
Yeah,
the light novel was still going.
Really,
I talk Genshin no Grimgar. Yeah,
I loved the art and the story and the music and everything about Grimgar was so good.
It was so pretty. The fighting scenes were so good, and like the reaction, even though it's an isekai, it's so down to earth. It's so realistic in the way everything happens. Grimgar was incredible.
Characters feel like humans, not these people that got reincarnated and became gods. You know, they feel like just a bunch of high school kids trying to survive.
Yeah,
it felt good. But you guys have any more questions you want to ask? I think we should do another like 20 minutes and then wrap it up. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
I like this one from Kai, aka Violatus. Which asset / accessory would you steal from each other if you had the chance to?
Ooh.
From RPR, I would steal his cloak. It's fucking badass.
You can have it here. I'll put it on for you.
Oh, let's go. Yeah. Just lean over and take it. There we go. And from Voxy, I kind of like the earring. The earring's so dangly. Let's go. Or maybe the red. No, the red choker would get in the way of my throw too. That's the problem. But that's really nice too.
The
earring I've always really liked.
Super fond of Vox's suit. I really like Vox's suit.
It is a nice suit. We'll have to get you one custom made, tailored for you.
Let's go.
I think I would actually take your jacket rather than the suit because I like the flower pattern on it. I think it's very pretty.
It's very comfy. It's very cozy.
Especially now that we can see what it looks like in complete version, thanks to the character sheet.
Thanks
how
to
it looks so
LAM
good.
Very generous character sheet. Well, generous in everywhere apart from the booty department, but we won't do that.
Hey.
You know what? That's what fan canon is for. That's what fanning is for.
Exactly.
Put some cake on that.
As for Fuchan, I think I would like to have a robotic arm for a day. Like, just know how it is.
They're detachable.
You know? Just like, I wonder the strength you would have with a robotic arm. Like, could I just crush shit in my hand? Like, just like, you know?
Oh, yeah, you can go straight through walls. That's what they're built for, breaching.
That'll be a good buff for me, I feel like.
Oh, hell yeah. You can wall hack. Let's go.
What about you, Vox?
For me, okay, from Fulgur, I think I would steal his arm purely for comedic effect. Like, I think I would just take it off and run around with it, and then also I think I would just wield it like a sword. Like I would just grip it either by the shoulder or by the hand, and I would just start swinging it around everywhere and being like, "Hey, Fulgur, look what I got!" And you're just like, "Give it back!"
It'd be even better if you took a leg, because then I'd have to like hop around.
Okay, you know what I would do? I would take each one of your robotic limbs one by one, so that it would be like the Black Knight scene from the Holy Grail, where it's like,
"It's but a flesh wound."
It's but a flesh wound. I was like, I've got your arms, and he's like, "Have at you!" And he starts kicking you. And I take all of your arms and legs. He's like, "Come back here, I'll bite your legs off." I would definitely do that. And then RPR, I would say I'd take your eyes, but I like my own eyes too much. I like your turtleneck. It's a lot like one that I have. I wore it to the first off collab, and people drew it as like my sort of casual outfit. So I would probably take that off you. It looks super cozy.
I'll give you the
turtleneck.
I
also really like your gun, RPR.
Oh, you want the gun?
Great.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the gun.
I mean, I definitely take the cloak mainly, but the gun is badass too.
Yeah, the gun is very. It's based on the wingman from Apex, but it's like LAM kind of gave it a kind of like a sci-fi feeling to it.
Yeah, LAM seems to really like cyberpunk.
Yep. We all kind of have like elements of cyberpunk hidden within us.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
And like, what was the anime LAM did character designs for? It's very cyberpunk as well. LAM also did that really good fantasy light novel. LAM's done a lot of unique stuff.
I'm pretty sure LAM did the outfit design for Sword Art Online.
Oh, I didn't. Jeez. Oh, that's it. Tactop P.
Tactop, yeah.
It's
Tacked
so
up this
good.
one.
And there's a new game Lamb just did the designs for as well. The characters look amazing in it.
Dude, Lamb works so much. Holy shit.
I don't know how Lamb survives.
Yeah.
So much.
I'm surprised. Like I'm like I can even get a model from Lamb with the amount of work that he goes through. And that I mean, I did wait 8 months, but like I would have waited longer if I had to. Like he is so busy, and it's like then people are asking, "Where's our reference sheet? Where's our reference sheet?" Like, you guys need to understand, making a reference sheet is not easy because then Lam has to draw you from like 4 different angles and like figure out how to get those angles to work, and then put all the details and stuff. It takes a quite a lot of time, more than you would think, than just doing a normal illustration. And with how much work Lam does for not only does Lam work for like with Hololive and with Ninja Sanji and this, then with anime and with this and that, like they're just booked. It's hard to get it out, but I'm sure that Lam would love to give all of us reference sheets as soon as he can. It's just a matter of when, you know.
Yeah, being able to do it with all the other things that Lamb is already like scheduled to do continuously, and getting that many cool offers from so many companies must be really nice as well.
Yeah.
Like being able to pick and choose. It's great.
I've seen the question you posted, Fuchan.
Would you like to do that one?
I like that one, yeah.
Yeah. If you guys were
Yeah,
a
this
character
one's-
in Disney, who would you be and why? You can start, Fuchan. Seems like you have a pretty good idea.
I actually didn't. I just liked the
Oh.
idea. I would be Baymax from Big Hero 6, since that's
Yay!
it's technically a Disney movie. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm here to help and cure you. What up?
That fits you well. That fits you really well, actually.
I love Baymax. Baymax was so fun.
I kind of like Maui.
Oh, let's go. Yes.
Like, I just love the song, you know? And
Yeah.
he's just a
He's
Chad.
super powerful. Exactly, yeah.
I don't know. I think Maui's fun. Being Maui would be fun.
Maui would be great. What about you, Voxy?
Honestly, I feel like probably oh, someone in chat just said Scar. Yeah, probably.
Scar? Oh god, what?
That's literally like you coming along with your big muscular arms and like robot strength, and I'm like, when it comes to brains, I had the lion's share, but when it comes to brute strength, I'm at the shallow end.
Why does it feel like Lamb based you off of Scar? Nah,
A
I kinda,
little bit.
I can see that, especially with one of my eyes being covered up by my hair.
yeah. I feel like there's a lot of similarities.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, either that or originally I was gonna say probably the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
The Beast.
I definitely
Oh, that's
Oh.
a cute one.
especially when it comes to like sort of the whole scary demon in a high tower, but then you get to know him and he's super soft, you know.
Yeah, that fits you
that's,
too.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of me.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd like to do
I see that.
Gaston, but then with a growth arc. Like
Yeah,
but then he
Gaston
meets
redemption arc.
He meets the Beast and he's like, no, Belle, get out of here. This is my man now.
Yeah.
I have misjudged you.
The redemption arc that quickly becomes that quickly transforms into the gay NTR arc. That's exactly what I want to see.
Ooh, I love this one. I actually love this
Ooh,
question.
We got another one?
From G. And the question is, have you guys ever thought of a lore or maybe a story in general about how you three, as in Legatus, Voice Demon, and Shinigami, are connected? Maybe with Ollie too. If you have, how is it like?
I feel like your storyline is kind of connected to all of ours, right? Because, I mean, you're just deaf. You can be there for every storyline.
But how would we, like, Legatus is a cyborg from the future that went back in the past, right? And how do we connect? Okay, we obviously have the demon, 400-year-old demon that lost his clan and now he's back rebuilding it. And then we have a zombie, which we can say that I picked up the zombie in the underworld, because my lore is basically me escaping the underworld, being tired of being a Shinigami and just wanting to to experience the human world, right? That's my lore.
Mm.
So I could have maybe grabbed Ollie on the way somehow and took her with me.
You could definitely have some fun with that. Like, do you know how like Deadpool and death relate in that Deadpool comics?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing where it's like literally can't die. Oh God, what
It's
do
funny.
I do with this?
Deadpool's my favorite, like, superhero or whatever, anti-villain, whatever you want to call him. He's definitely my favorite, mainly because of the actor that
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
yeah,
Yes,
Ryan Reynolds is
amazing.
my favorite actor by far. That man is so fucking funny. It's not even fair.
Yeah, he's just so naturally funny. Like even on just interviews and shit, he's so comical.
Yeah, I love him. Maybe we could have a collab or something where we figure out how to connect our lores.
Yeah,
A
I mean,
lore
Voxy's
collab.
continuously like come close to death as well.
Yeah, I think the biggest connection you and I would have is when my clan were, you know, besieged and so many of them died. I imagine you were probably, you know, floating overhead, sort of watching
Yeah.
it happen.
Reaping the souls.
It was a bloody day. It was.
But look at you now. Now your clan is massive. Holy shit.
It's true, bigger than
Great
ever,
build.
bigger than ever. A thousand times and then some. What it used to be.
And then for Legatus, he just feeds you very well.
Okay. Let's see. Another question. Okay. Should we do a funny shipping one?
Yeah, go for it.
So here says, hello LAM brother, my favorite VTuber. So the question is, if you already know that Fulgur is shipping with Uki and Vox is shipping with Shoro and Mista, how about you, our pair? Who do you want to be shipped with?
I mean, also Uki.
I mean, first and foremost, I am a man of I believe in singular love. Like all my love goes to one person, right?
Oh damn.
And I chose Uki, so like I that's pretty obvious. Like all my romantic and emotional investment is in Uki Violetta, and I think that's pretty obvious.
Only one answer. Let's go.
Oh, this is a good one. From Rua. What is one thing that you are sure you would win if you had to compete against the other to win, excluding the what you do professionally, so no Apex?
Does Smash count as professional?
Yeah, Fulgur would wipe. Like I have played a ton of Smash, and Fulgur still wipes my ass in that game.
Yeah, I feel like Fulgur would absolutely demolish us in Smash, and then
It's like the one game I'm good at.
if we had to do FNAF speedrunning or something, Vox would smoke us in the water, wouldn't stand a chance.
In FNAF, a speedrun is called a green run. It's really interesting. So essentially, because every night in FNAF lasts the same amount of time, there's no way that you can really do a speedrun. So what they do instead is finishing the night with as much battery life as possible. Because you know how... What the fuck happened there?
Sorry, I was closing my window. It was getting hot. My bad.
But yeah. So the way that they do it is essentially you have to understand how the game works and use up as little power as possible. So I think the world record for max difficulty on FNAF 1, like 2020, is someone finished it with like 35% power remaining because they knew exactly when everything was going to happen. If you know the exact timing of when the animatronics can attack, you can literally just put the door up for one frame and then put it back down again at the exact right time, and then they just won't be able to do anything, even if they're right outside. It's really fascinating to watch people who just know the way it's coded. So yeah, probably that or a cook-off.
Yeah,
I was gonna say cooking as well.
Hit smoke us in cooking and he smoke us enough. Just the fact that with everything Vox just said in the past 2 minutes gives you enough evidence that he would smoke us if FNAF and wouldn't even close. Because I don't even know how to start the game. And for me, I guess if you give me any FPS shooter, I'd probably win. I'm pretty confident in that. Because that's all I've been doing my whole life. So if I can't win in that, then what the fuck have I been doing?
Damn straight.
Okay, we probably have time for one more question. Two
more,
max.
One more sounds good to me.
Let's find a juicy one. Oh, here, maybe a little favorite. This one from Yashinoya Bree. Favorite games plus favorite character in game you liked. What's that one food you want to eat so bad but having a hard time finding it on a store or anywhere in your town? And what's your favorite animal?
Okay.
Ooh.
Favorite game of all time. That's a hard one. Old school RuneScape. Favorite character in it. Oh god. Oh, there are so many good characters in that game. Oh, fucking. It's difficult to separate the ones that are actually in the game and the ones that are like pop culture legends as well. Oh, King Rold in Varrock because of the thing that he said when you go out of your way in that one quest to kill the beast guarding Mauritania. It turns out that was like one of the main things keeping those zombies from that place coming in and destroying the rest of the world, and you kill it because someone told you to. And he said, and you say, "Yes, my king, I've done it. I felled the beast." He says, "You did what? Are you mentally deficient?" In like this, like he calls you mentally deranged in like 4 polygons with this weird old timey font. It's the funniest shit ever. So that's that question. Food I want to eat so bad, but having a hard time finding it. Weirdly, I have had sushi like once. I've never really gotten into sushi. I've only ever had store-bought sushi a single time, and I didn't really enjoy it. I need to go out of my way to eat sushi more. And then my favorite animal is monkey. Ooh, you know, and that's kind of
Let's
like
go.
Well, you're like me. I've never had sushi either. I'm just kind of waiting to go to Japan and have like authentic experience.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Okay, so for me, favorite games and favorite character. I think maybe one of my favorite games ever created was To the Moon.
Yes.
It's like one of the first story games that like were like, oh shit, man, how the fuck, you know, like how did they even come up with it? Like I just really love the idea. And then favorite character in a game you liked. It's actually not from To the Moon. I really like River from the To the Moon, but my favorite character from games is probably Zagreus from Hades.
Oh, that's a nice choice.
And then
Everyone in Hades would be a nice choice.
yeah, Hades characters are so well done.
Also, if you like To the Moon, you have to play the game called Rakuen. It's very similar.
Oh really?
It's made
Okay.
by Laura Shigihara, the girl who sang the song from To the Moon.
Ooh, the
Wild.
To the Moon music is so good.
Yeah, that everything's gonna be all right. She made Rakuen and she sings all the music in it. It's great.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's sick. I'll try it. Definitely try it. What's the one food you want to eat so bad but having a hard time finding it on a store or anywhere near your town? One food I want to eat so bad. I never thought about it. Ooh, maybe like authentic ramen. You know, just a good ramen. I don't think I could get it here anywhere.
Real ramen. Let's go. That sounds good.
A favorite animal. I mean, I have in my whole life I've had a lot of dogs and cats, but I think if I would pick a favorite animal, it'd probably be something like a wolf.
Nice.
Something a little bit more feral, more untamed.
More exciting. Let's go. So you're gonna be able to get like all of your favorite foods when you go to Japan. Like you're gonna be able to get the authentic ramen. You're gonna be able to try real sushi. That'd be great.
Yeah, and
Fucking
rice
pilk.
balls.
I know a lot of people. People have been trying to bring up pilk for like ever.
Someone said
Listen.
filk, fountain milk.
No, you can't mix orange or lemon and milk. It'll curdle it. That's.
I can't do milk anyway because I'm lactose intolerant. If I tried milk, I would die.
Fair enough. Yeah, that would be wild.
So, how about you, Fuchan?
For me, favorite games, I'm going to cheat and just say the whole Legend of Zelda series. It's a cheat, but at the same time, I wouldn't be able to choose between like Majora's Mask and Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is too new, but at the same time, they're both so freaking good. Favorite character in a game I liked. You gave a Hades character. That's really good. Oh god, there's so many story-driven games that I love. Maybe Connor from Detroit Become Human was a lot of fun.
Good choice.
I know. Yeah. And depending on the path you go down, he's such a different character, which is great as well. I like evil Connor as well as cute, adorable Connor. What's the food you want to eat but having a hard time to find? Okonomiyaki. I've heard it's like a giant takoyaki, but without the octopus. It's just like all the sauces and all the fried batter. It sounds so good. I've never had it. I really want to try it. And favorite animal? Doggos. I love doggos. Big old
Doggos.
loyal fluffy
Woof.
boys.
Woofers.
Yes.
Woof, woof. I have Labradors.
Ah,
two of
I
them.
have a Caucasian Shepherd.
Ooh.
180-pound fluffer.
Motherfucker's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got labs. They're nice. Nice.
Oh, you have
family
more than
dogs.
one? Let's
Yeah,
go.
I used to have 3, but recently one of them died from old age. But now we have 2.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. She lived a long and happy life. So
you have to remember the good memories.
you can only be sad for so long, knowing that, because we gave her a good life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. That was kind of a sad note to end it on. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope chat enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. It was very, very chill, very, very natural. And the topic of the questions were really good. Chat, good job on those. Nice submissions, and I hope we can call up more in the future. Maybe we'll do some smashing. Maybe some FNAF and stuff. I'm down for anything. Don't be afraid to reach out.
We'll
You know
hopcon
me.
Apex at some point, and then we'll hopcon Valorant too.
Hopcon there, hopcon there.
Yeah.
Let's do whatever we want. I'm down for anything.
Oh yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask. As you know, I'll probably be spamming your DMs anyway, because I know you guys are not coming to me, so I'll be coming to you.
You are the extrovert. Let's go.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Anything you guys want to say to the stream before we depart?
I just want to say, yeah, I was keeping the dog a secret. The dog made a noise last night. I said to everybody to keep it a secret, and then a bunch of people did fan art anyway, and we're feeling bad that they did fan art, so don't worry about it. It's not a secret anymore. It's fine, guys.
Big woofer.
Big woofer. Big fluffy woofer. And then I started retweeting the art to kind of let people know it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, good doggo. Give him a nice
Doggo.
little
Doggos are always
pat
the best
from me.
Oh yeah, I'm bathing him today. That's gonna be an experience.
Oh no, that's gonna be terrible. Good luck, good luck, soldier.
Oh yeah.
And Vox, anything you want to say before we dip?
Foxy?
Oh shit! Sorry. I haven't eaten today. Whoa!
No,
I'm losing.
Oh,
focus.
it's all
I've
good.
got a fucking big day ahead of me. I'm moving tomorrow, so I was just suddenly distracted by
Yeah.
But
Thank you for being here for this. Otherwise,
yeah, no, fuck no. I was so happy to be here. It was really nice to just get to talk to you guys, get to just relax and chat about various different things, share our thoughts on stuff. And yeah, RPR, I haven't hung out with you in a while. It was great to see you again, and I hope we can all collab again soon, really, really soon, because I love you guys, and I love you too, chat.
Also,
I love you, chat, so much. Holy shit.
Also, me and Shoto were recently talking about little Among Us. Huh?
Oh, count me in. I've literally been saying on stream continuously, no one will ever play with me. Let's hopcon. Let's hopcon.
Okay. Let's talk with Shoto. Shoto was super excited about it. Let's get a little 2.0 Among Us like I organized the last time, but this time I'm gonna be a VTuber, so you guys can't bully me anymore. Ah.
No longer a flesh tuber.
But yeah, chat. Here's a big kiss. Thank you guys for coming and chilling. Here's a kiss for my brothers. And
Oh, Tascadu, thank you.
bye everyone. Thanks for coming by. Bye.
Bye.
I'm actually gonna raid someone because that's what we do on Twitch chat. We actually
Oh,
raid
we
people.
do that on YouTube now too.
Oh, you guys do? Oh, I forgot. They added
We
that.
keep forgetting to, but yeah, we can.
We're gonna send you guys to Trunum, which is a newly debuted I think he's a cat boy or something like that. He's a super cute model, super nice person, Australian.
Ryan.
He's from down under.
Ryan.
And yeah, go say hi to him. Be nice. See you guys soon. Bye bye.
Bye.